Hello.
We have some very unfortunate news.
No GM this one.
Jim died immediately before we started recording.
Yeah.
The second he said
Like,
3, Jim dipped.
The absolute worst timing I've ever seen in my entire life.
So are we live then?
Yeah.
Yes. We are.
Hello, everybody. Here's the bit I had prepared. Right, let's get to it. So it's it's Monday or whatever, you know. Fine. It's Angry Birds Day. I had a whole fine. Okay. Welcome to Monday. Welcome to Hearthfire Tales. Sorry, what did you say, Dylan?
What?
Oh shit!
Oh no! Oh, that sounds like a long rest someone's not getting.
I'm just repeating Apollo's joke from before we went on air.
Wow!
I know it's not the joke that annoys me; it's the theft of the joke that annoys me.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, we're here. It's Monday. It is, of course, Angry Birds Day, meaning that we are going to play D&D as always, as is tradition. We are back in Wildspace. It is the penultimate episode of Wildspace. So if you're just joining us for the first time, congratulations. You get all the exciting stuff and you can skip the rest. I am your DM for today. My name is Jim, and I am joined again by our wonderful space-faring companions. I have Dread.
Hi.
Parker.
Hello.
Dylan.
Hi.
And Apollo.
Hello.
I love the turn.
Fantastic.
Head turn to camera.
I didn't realize we were doing turns.
I can actually fix
Jim,
this.
do me again.
Yeah, I can do. Give me up.
Yes, I am joined tonight by oh my god, I just saw what you guys doing. Dread.
Hello. How nice to be here.
Parker.
Hello.
Apollo. And Dylan. that late show reference, you love to see it.
Yeah.
I'm just stealing all the jokes and bits today.
Damn.
That's not stealing, that's honoring your own culture. Right, so thank you for joining us, everyone. If you are here and if you're enjoying this so far, please consider subscribing. We love it. Twitch loves it. Realistically, lads, Amazon loves it.
Jeff Bezos is in the stream. He's in chat.
Wow! Holy shit!
Jeff, just leave a message. Leave a message for Jeff in chat. He's here. He's been very supportive of just ruining our planet. So
leave
him a message there. And then look, when you're done with that abuse, why don't you consider joining our Discord? I'm sure there's a link somewhere on our social media. I know you can find it in our bios on everything. It'll probably be in the chat too at some point.
No, not again.
If you enjoy that, please join our Patreon. There's a free tier there, but ignore it and go straight to one of the ones where we get money. All sorts of fun things. You get stickers, you get t-shirts, you get woven into a little adventure in the podcast at the end of every episode now, which is really very fun. You get a State of the Flame update once a month, whereby Dylan will just tell you what we're doing. Oftentimes it's like making tea and stuff, but people seem to find it engaging. But yeah, that's our Patreon. It's really, really fun. And then do the actual thing and listen to Hearthfire Tales as a podcast. As well as we have all of these wonderful guests who have all of their own wonderful content streams. They're going to quickly shout them out. Please return to your reposes for one moment. Apollo, tell us a bit about yourself, please, but stay in your repose so it's more dramatic.
Hello. My name is Apollo, at Apollo on the internet. I'm kind of in exam season hell right now, so I'm not really streaming that much. However, during the winter break, I will be pulling together all my friends from Ireland, not the UK, EU maybe, and the States likely,
Brexit
and I'm going to be
effective.
doing. I'm going to maybe try to do like a series of one shots. That's maybe potentially like maybe a weekend type of thing. I'm going to move my torso here, but I'm going to keep my face here so that it's really focused. At Tonne Apollo on all social medias. If you put in at Tonne Apollo and I'm not there, I'm not fucking there. Thank you for having me.
You're more than welcome, and that was wonderful. Harker, please, in your most dramatic reading.
Oh God. I have abandoned most of my content. Life is difficult. My washing machine broke. My car is falling apart. I haven't been making anything entertaining. I need help. But sometimes I stream when I'm not dying from the flu for the last 3.5 weeks. And you can find me at Harker Ryan on Twitch, Instagram, not Twitter, because fuck that site. And I don't know, YouTube? I don't use YouTube anymore. Jim, talk.
You can find Harker on YouTube, but it's all old footage. So you
Don't
can
go
see
there.
you can see the Harker files on YouTube. You can also see Harker on the Wizard of Wildspace every Angry Birds Monday here on Twitch for another Monday. Dread.
I have also that's the other one. There you go. There you go.
You're
That
only
a
just
little
talking
known
about that.
platform.
It's very indie. I don't know if you've
good
gotten
at
into it
Yeah.
yet.
Never heard of it. Never
There's a
heard
big
of it.
migration of users.
It's big in like Asia, but hasn't really hit it over here yet.
Honestly, it's not
Big in
even that big in
Japan.
Asia. But in terms, if you look up the dreaded DM on social media, you'll find me there. I do have a TikTok. I don't use it. I do have an Instagram. I sometimes use it. And you'll find me here most times. Oh, and by here I mean on Hardfire Tales
For one more week.
for one more week. But I do also sometimes stream when I remember that I have a Twitch channel. Also, the dreaded DM. And yes, I pledge fealty to all who come to my channel.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. You have done well, Dread.
No, don't
And
show me.
finally, Dylan.
Oh.
Oh.
Are you
Beautiful.
kneeling?
He's
Yes.
Are you full Shakespeareing it right
holy
now?
shit.
Hark, for I
What?
am now a voice actor.
Nope.
That is not a lie. I have just done a paid voice acting gig as of yesterday, and now
Oh,
I can call
shit.
myself a professional voice actor.
Major slave.
You can find me doing things. I have no idea when that project will be available to be listened to, but when it is, I shall post about it. And you shall find me on Dylan and Dragons on most things, but mainly Blue Sky because it's the only thing I really care about updating at the moment. So yeah. And go check out Fixor's Real Feelings
The new
in a very
trend?
epic fashion.
Oh. Beautiful.
And that's me.
Oh, I missed it on camera. I just caught a dice out of the air. Like,
I need to Google
Oh,
very
I saw
good,
it.
Dylan. Blue Sky. Also, you can find me under Qui-Gon Jinn, like the Jedi with an M. Okay, and I think that's enough intro for today. Honestly, far too much.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shall we get into the thing that we're here to do?
I like that we did showed nothing about the story we're playing.
did
or the
nothing.
characters we do.
Oh yeah,
that's
shit.
next.
I'm
That's
playing Airy. I
You
forgot.
guys,
I
you guys are
played
going to roll
Scrap.
your dice now.
I play red.
Oh, I did this
Hmm.
last time, so I'm gonna automatically pass. Thanks.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Alright.
Yeah,
God,
Harker,
I'm
you can roll with
re-rolling 'cause
advantage
I have
because you lost
advantage.
last week.
I rolled a 1 twice. I'm doing it 3 times.
Oh my god. No,
That's
that's the
a
dice
7.
want you to do
Better.
it.
No, fuck you. I didn't.
You know the thing is, I have a fun little visual thing that I kind of want to show, but
Yes,
I've rolled a 17, a 19, and a 20.
I'll
And I'm
do it.
gonna keep rolling until I get a 1.
You want to
Do it.
show
I'll give you my-
your
you can do
Actually,
it.
I'm going to give you a
dice?
minus
I'll show
17
you
on them,
mine.
Apollo, because you rolled 3 times without permission.
Perfect, thank you.
6. Nice little 6 for
Okay.
me. Yeah.
Apollo goes. It's time for Apollo then.
Yeah.
Okay, so
due to drastic rolling, Apollo is going to do it.
Great.
awesome. This
Yeah.
is the first time I've done a recap in this entire campaign.
It's been a
Is it
year.
actually?
Yeah, I have never done a recap.
Oh my god.
So
Subdued.
we did a riddle in the heart of a star, and we got some shit. That was pretty fun. Then we were leaving. We got back on our boat. Then a big ass boat showed up, and we're like, "Oh my god, no! We're gonna have to fight him." And then it was a bunch of vampire pirates, but not really, but kind of. And they were all, but actually they were just a film crew, and they were doing The Office, What We Do in the Shadows-esque mockumentary about vampires in space. Love to see it. They were like, "Can we join?" We were like, "No," but they did anyway. Well, my character was like, "No." Hertz
I
was
also
like,
said
"Fucking,
no.
come on." So then
They're
they were
my
just kind of,
heroes.
they were chilling for a little bit. And then a solar dragon showed up and started chasing us. It ate their fleet.
Mm.
And then we had to fight. We got to the place where we needed to be. But we did a little bit of a it was a rough landing, but it was a landing all right. We got there. We fought the dragon, won, but at what cost? So the tally is -1 vampire fleet, and the face is kind of neutral there. I'm not sad about that. Personally,
Fair.
-68 hit points.
Wow.
Face is sad. Pretty upset about that. Going
Yeah.
from 71 to 3 hit points in one encounter, not ideal. Jim, please give me a long rest. -1 solar
Might do.
dragon, happy about that. Got rid of it. You love to see it.
Paulo, I'd like
So,
to request
you
that
know.
the yellow smiley face goes beside the solar dragon.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Have
Yeah,
them.
yeah. If you,
Okay,
I want to
Yeah,
see
okay,
them
one
used.
second. I'll get the
Use your
little-
visual aid to its
Visually, I
fullest.
would find
Yeah.
that very appealing.
So
Yeah.
we have
there we go.
That's better.
-1 solar dragon, smiley, -68 hit points, red sad.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for
okay.
sure.
So that's where we're at.
Nice.
Beyond that, in the beginning, there was so pretty balanced, I would say.
I'd
Yeah.
also say.
Okay, nice. Okay, are we ready to go?
Yes.
We
For
are.
the recap, I'm
Okay.
happy.
It's pretty-
Yeah, I honestly, I loved your recap. I wish everybody had brought graphs to their recap, but
Wait,
hindsight is 2020.
Damn.
The
The roast I
last
wasn't
session-
expecting to get.
We were like,
If you can do
okay.
dragons to
pirates.
Eri's current hit point total, please.
What?
Amount of dragons to Eri's current hit points.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
that's the
Okay.
graph.
Yeah.
And that's the graph I want. And I'll need that by the end of the introduction.
It is
that's
1
okay.
to -68 though.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like it would start up here and then go like
Yeah, it's just
woo.
a
Yeah, just
straight
go
line
down.
down.
Yes.
straight line
Wait,
down.
don't antagonize a solar dragon when you are a rogue.
Yeah, no, that was. I did try to help at that
You're
moment.
40% a fighter, so get over
Okay,
yourself.
Dylan, I don't ask you about your makeup.
Is Dylan the only not multi-class
I'm wearing Urban
character?
Decay, if anybody
Yeah.
wanted to know.
Hurts?
That's bad.
Right, so you guys find yourselves on this kind of an asteroid, kind of a crater,
Yeah.
kind of a resting place, finally, for this dragon. Your ship is off to the edge of this thing, teetering, crumbling, burning, embers floating up into space and then being extinguished when they remove themselves from the small atmosphere bubble of this thing. While this was going on, the wizard had been furiously tinkering with this relic that you had found. And after some kind of looking around and tracing graphs on the ground, kicking up dust furiously with his hands, it has begun to pulse and emanate light. And he stands above it, gesturing you all over to join him.
I limp my ass over.
Mm.
Yeah, I was,
Oh, hello, father.
Hello. Congratulations on your defeat of that solar dragon. No small feat. Is everybody well?
no.
Cough up blood.
Oh, I am
comprehensive.
going. I'm going to lay on hands, Eri.
Sorry, just before you do that, as you're walking over, and the kind of wider group that's which you sees you, you see Strength looks up and goes, "No, are you okay?" And he sprints over and pours a potion down your throat, Rin.
Damn.
Does he dip me?
Ouch.
That's very important.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he fully flamenco dips you and pours it passionately into your throat.
I take one of my daggers, one of my actual daggers, and I just.
I'll stop Arian and pop a cure wounds into him and say, "Lads are complicated, aren't they?"
Thank you.
Brilliant.
Oh, thank you.
Oh gosh.
Not this one. This one is a very simple man. He looks at you, Ari, and then he says, "Perhaps a little unwise to draw the full ire of an adult solar dragon, but I
Don't
cannot
give
say
me
you
that
did
right
not
now.
handle yourself adequately."
Hey, hey,
He's still
really?
pouring the drink into Rin's mouth at this point.
I'm active. I'm on 3 hit points. I'm on the ground. I'm like, really, Dad? Really? You're gonna really?
That's nice.
Well,
Where
what
were
the-
you?
Your
Where were you when
performance
all of the people with
against the
cannons?
dragon.
Where was everyone that had a cannon
Um,
during that fight? Huh?
All the cannoneers are dead. Everyone. No, I jest, of course. They were.
Okay.
Unfortunately, most of the crew was badly injured with the thrashings of the dragon and the crash and the challenges we have faced beforehand. A lot of the crew are not as well off as they were when we began, unfortunately.
I
However,
actually feel
among
much
the Lion
better.
Guard, there is a cleric making their way around, so we are getting back on our feet.
I feel good. I
You see the
feel
cleric
alright.
finishes healing the loss of the Dragon Guard and then dies from the effort of it.
No!
Ari,
Ah,
10 points of healing for you.
Giuseppe, my boy.
Happy.
Wait, Giuseppe? He's
Okay.
been in the campaign before.
That
had
can
a
be
Giuseppe.
two of some people. Let me tell you how
Don't have
many
the same
Johns
name.
No,
I know.
everyone only ever has one name.
It's Giuseppe Due.
There's a healing potion for you in chat. Follow.
Thank
Thanks,
Jesus.
Brian.
This is very kind of you, Brian the cleric. It is a shame you have to pass on now.
You heal
There must be
every
some
you
sort
have
of
to die.
disease on this.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very he passes on. It's very heartfelt. It takes way too long.
Wow.
Everybody gets a short rest waiting for him to go.
Oh, that's
It's one of
nice.
these ones where like you actually feel kind of like, Jesus, would you just get it over with? Like, you know, you feel bad for thinking it, but you're like, Christ, come on. I didn't take the
Yeah.
whole day for this. Anyway, yeah,
Right.
the
Do we actually take a
the
short
wizard.
rest?
Yeah, I'm taking
yeah,
one.
you can take a short rest.
Thank
I'm
you.
definitely taking a short rest.
The wizard
God, I've
gathers
never
you
done
around. He's looking at this orb and he says, I've done everything that is needed to unlock the key. Now we must simply use it. It does require at least one person to interact with it. If we have any volunteers, if not, I will try. And you see the thing is pulsing, washing this warm white light over you all.
Well, when you say interact, what do you mean? Do you mean like
Hurts his eyes.
He
light
looks
up.
directly at Hertz and says,
no?
"Not that. Anything
Oh.
but that."
My wrist has begun to like whirl around.
Wrist?
No.
Slowly stops.
Oh God. Okay.
No.
So
need to
one or more
Okay.
of you can do this.
What is the thing I was busy not dying?
What is the thing? The artifact that you guys found is now pulsing in position to be used. The wizard has informed you that this is the key to unlock travel to the
Does-
factory world.
Does
Okay.
you're saying it's like emanating this like white light? Does that light look familiar in any way or feel familiar? Like, is it kind of like a similar
Roll
power
me,
to?
roll me an insight check. With advantage.
17 on the first one. Insight will be 21.
Ooh.
21. Good gravy. Angry birds. Yeah, that's good enough. You kind of look at this, and I'll say, Hertz, because you're actively kind of the one investigating it, you feel it keener than the rest. But this is an intrinsically familiar energy coming off this thing. As you're bathed in the white light, you very much feel like you know this energy, like it's what you'd use for your spell casting.
I reach out to Scraps then.
With your robo arm.
Well, yeah, a little bit, but like more kind of just like to beckon them over.
Aye.
Scraps. I don't know if you can feel this the same way I am, but it feels, it kind of feels the same way that your locket did, and like Mom. So maybe we can work together.
Aye, it reminds me of her a fair bit. It's a bit like that star we saw recently.
Yes. I think maybe between the two of us we can figure it out.
Aye. Is it floating?
No, it's actually half embedded in. Now that the wizard has like kind of swept away the dust, you can see there's a glyph kind of carved into the stone on the ground that had kind of a recess that this is quite satisfyingly and in an RPG kind of platforming game style slotted into. I would say Rin, and maybe correct me if I'm wrong on this, but you feel a kind of familiarity with this as well.
With the symbol.
With the energy coming off the key.
Oh, like kind of witchy in a way.
No, kind of newer than the witch, I suppose. So yeah, unfortunately, Eri, this light is kind of cool to look at.
I'm like patching on my wounds. I'm like, sick.
Yeah, Strength is next to you. Like, it is not like I was trying to make you feel bad, my boy. Just,
yeah, I'm just
I trust you to take care of yourself. I'm not so sure about your sexy friend,
No, sidestepping that, like I know that I can do damage up close, and that's what I was trying to do. But like, I get it. Don't say that. Not when I'm so close to death.
Okay, I'm sorry. I will not do this again. I am an impassioned lion. Sometimes my feelings.
No, and I understand that. I'm just saying, maybe don't hit on my friends when that might be the last thing I hear you say.
Yeah, that is a fair thing to request from me.
Thank
I will
you.
make sure you are at least stable before I hit on them again.
Okay. I'll take it.
Good. He pats you on the shoulder and goes over to the line guard. What are you guys doing?
So
trying to interact with
stone, glyph, and something slotted inside it, you said?
Yes, so there's basically quite an intricate design kind of carved into the stonework, at the center of which is a recess that the wizard has placed this sphere into. And after he's done some mumbo jumbo on it, it's begun to glow and bathe the party in this white light. Glow quite invitingly, I might add.
I'm just gonna turn to everyone's like, should we touch it?
Aye.
Right.
Let's touch it.
Okay. Are the documentarians watching us?
Avidly. Just what voice did I have for this guy again?
I don't know. I keep getting distracted by the teeth.
Yeah.
Roll a die and pick one.
Okay. Somebody give me 2 accents to choose from.
He can be Welsh or Texan.
Welsh, Texan. Okay, under a 10 Welsh, over a 10 Texan.
Come on, Texas.
That is a 5. Texas. Just ignore me. Pretend like we aren't here.
Oh, so much worse.
I don't like
I
it.
would have
No,
preferred
take it back.
It's very interesting, isn't it? Oh, pardon me.
Oh.
Please ignore me. I'm not here.
Good. Don't be here. This is Caitlin talking. Don't be here.
I need
Everyone,
to find
please
someone in this
stop.
galaxy who has
Please
a
stop
gun.
looking at the documentarians. It is very important that we respect their craft. It's very important. They do vital work throughout all of the galaxy.
Do
I
they though?
respect nothing about them.
Yes.
But
As you say
Um,
that, you see there's a camera like right here as you're
Yeah.
doing this.
Extreme close up.
if
Okay,
you come
We
closer
couldn't
to me, I'll
afford
punch
a
you.
zoom lens, you see.
Joanna, I'll touch it at the same time.
Yeah, but I think maybe touch it at the same time.
Aye.
Do you
Right.
want me to touch it too, or is this a you three thing?
No,
No,
you're always welcome to join.
yeah, we accept you.
It doesn't matter. You don't actually. You know what? It's because like everyone is understanding this magical light and areas, and to make them feel included, I'll cast light on your weapon, on your
Oh.
dagger, so that you're holding the
That's
same
very
kind of
cute.
light.
Nice.
See,
Very
now
good.
you can understand it. Come on.
Hell yeah.
So you
okay.
guys all stand around it. You reach out your hands at once. The wizard joins you. And then at the last minute, so does Grifto because he feels left out.
Grifto, what the fuck are you doing
love
here?
him.
Grifto.
Just as you intake breath to berate Grifto for stepping on this quite intimate moment, the light seems to expand and engulf you until the five of you, wizard included, are kind of hovering in this, again, like white void that Rin, you would find quite similar from when you initially grabbed the thing.
You were in there.
Oh, this is like the nice what I think this might be I heard rumors of it, heaven. No, I
Were
heard
you
it
back
was
in Trippy?
What?
We could be back in Thrippy.
Wasn't it like this?
Trippy would have been a
Yes.
bit like this.
He was kind of
not
similar.
We have more
pure
things
as
to work
this, I
through.
guess.
I thought we were going to a factory.
I mean, I
You
think you
all
can have
have
Thrippy.
harrowing flashbacks of Dread life again.
Yeah, no, not Rin's life, my
Not
life.
Rin,
Dread's
Dread's
life.
life.
So that's why you learned how
yes.
to use a bow. Oh no.
Yeah.
My eyes.
You get this time not a voice reading out a riddle like the last time, but you get a pulse of emotion. You all feel something like a little different to each other. Oh god, what have I turned off? Am I still here? No, I'm not.
Yeah, you're
You can
still-
hear me,
Your-
but you can't
your
see me,
voice?
You can
right?
hear, you can't see
Well,
it. Yeah.
you can see you.
So this is the void, okay? It's like a gray
got- It's got a nice.
background with I would say, and then God appears.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no. So you each feel something slightly different. First up, Scraps.
Oh, sorry,
You
he's eating.
feel, yeah,
Hungry.
you feel full. You feel familiarity, kind of relief, and you feel warmth wash over you. Hertz, you feel excitement, you feel warmth, and stop it, I'll follow. And you feel welcome wash over you as well. Rin, you feel what it's something between welcome, respect, and pride wash over you.
Oh.
And Eri, you just feel a general sense of kind of welcome.
This place feels like home.
Feels nice.
There's no place like it.
I swear to God.
You see the wizard
Swear to
next
God.
to you.
Bravo.
Thanks. Thanks.
Take an
Appreciate it.
inspiration. Take an
Yeah.
inspiration.
Fucking nailed it, mate.
That better make a TikTok.
Yeah.
I swear to God, you don't give me that the bullshit
took-
fun and
it
not
took
make
me a
TikTok out of
moment.
it.
But masterful. Like,
Second
Angry
last
Bird.
episode, man. It has to be done.
Yeah.
God.
You see the wizard next to you is smiling with tears in his eyes.
Huh?
What is this, Father?
I don't know why I
Um,
feel
he
nice.
I've
he
never
takes a
felt this
moment.
before.
He takes a moment and he says, "This energy, this is the energy that your mother used to create life. This energy is. I know this sounds bizarre, insane, unlikely, but I think this energy is directly tied to the essence of your mother."
Oh, but I never. What? I never met her. I don't know why I'm feeling like this.
Well, you're a family now.
Fuck! he just start. He just starts crying. Holy shit!
Um,
Don't fucking touch me. Fuck.
bear with me 1 second now while I pull something up.
Why are you crying?
Because I said I was family, and I never didn't know that was a thing that people can just say. You could just say that.
Why you can
Fuck.
choose your family. You don't have to always be born with it.
I wasn't even born with a family.
I think you were.
Yeah, they abandoned you. Remember? I think you were
Fuck.
dragged out and became
Um,
a soldier. Remember we came to
Yeah,
that in
yeah, I remember.
Trippy?
Yeah, no, yeah,
I
I remember
seeing
that. Yeah.
your mum. I think
Don't you remember they dragged your mother away?
trying
I
to be
mean,
sensitive here. God.
You saw it from the eyes of you as a baby. You had
Yeah.
a sibling.
Yeah, no, I did
Oh
remember.
yeah, I forgot about that.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember being brutally lied to by
I don't think
a
your
friend
mom
of
wanted
mine.
to leave though.
Hey,
Yeah.
sometimes you have biological family and they still make you a child soldier. It's okay. We've all been there.
Yeah,
And
yeah. That makes me
but-
feel better, actually. Yeah.
Thank you.
you know, Rin, like I lost who I thought was my father before too, and now I've found family. Scraps has lost family too, but now we've all found family. So I think yes, bad things have happened to us, but we are together now. So
I
I don't
think
think you should cry for being family. I think you should be happy. I think that seems more reasonable.
Rin literally like scoops all of you into like a big hug.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, man.
I go long cat mode.
Yeah. It's like,
That's so perfect. I
"Fuck,
can't
you
just
just,
hug him.
you all
That's
just
brilliant.
make me
Long
look good."
cat mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. In this
You know
space,
when you
you
pick
can
up
go
a
long
cat
cat.
and you just go long?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's one or the other. It's
Do
that
you
or you
guys
just travel
remember?
like crazy.
Do you guys remember like the insane lore between Long Cat and then that Shadow Long Cat, and they
Yeah,
were like
what's up?
fighting over cities and stuff?
No.
That
No,
was
I don't
so
remember
good.
that.
I'm
I'm
looking
gonna
Man,
find
like
it.
that's a real fucking blast from the past. Anyway, yes, you get this sense of family, but also, Rin, you feel like this energy is the same energy as you feel when you like use a smite or something.
Oh. Oh, so being with a family makes you stronger, and that's why I hit harder.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that probably
Right.
makes sense.
I think that's it. Only reasonable explanation.
You get a
Hmm.
you get a vibe of like, sure, maybe from the universe.
What? Maybe.
The universe agrees with
Um,
me. I am smart, and I
You guys
always
take a
did.
moment to kind of you guys take a moment to kind of like get a sense for things. You're kind of talking about it. Real good vibes, just good vibes all around. And then the space itself kind of pulses, and you get the sense of a question. The feel of it washes over you, and it says you get the sense it's asking you where.
No, I can't say home because it'll take us back to the Emerald City, and then we'll have to do this whole thing again.
If I stay home, it'll take me to the farm.
Um, if I say home, or no, I say yeah. If I say home, well, they'll probably just leave me straight here and not move me at all. But maybe if I say to where I was born,
Maybe.
Um,
Were you on this
you
factory?
feel a
Factory.
pulse again, acceptance, and then it seems you all feel like a lurch in your stomachs, even though everything is stationary. Yeah, it floats in front of you.
No.
And then you feel another question pulse through you. Ready.
I think we're off then. We're off.
are we ready? Do we
See,
need to?
Or,
Do we need to try and bring more people than just? Do I get the feeling that this will only bring the people in this like lemon space?
No, you get a feeling of understanding of the situation. Like this
Okay.
is, to put it in a culturally relevant context, this is the Incredible Hulk trying to adjust for like during the blip
Yes.
when he undoes
Sure.
it.
Okay.
It's taking context into account.
Then ready.
Aye.
Yep. Okay. This white space, you feel one more wave crash over you. Just you wouldn't assign any particular feeling to it. It's just warmth, and you can think of no better way than to say, well wishes as you begin this. And then the universe around you blinks out, and you guys find yourselves on solid ground. You can see all around you towering bronze and emerald kind of cylinders, bridges. There are towers that are just discs going around. Huge structures, all pulsing with this kind of emerald energy, gleaming gold under the light of two suns. It's incredibly well maintained. It's clean. You can see there are like residential spaces in it. You can see like huge buildings, not like in the Emerald City that are kind of like quaint and well appointed and stuff. These are far more, I don't want to say brutalist, but just less aesthetically focused.
Function over form.
They're
Hmm.
yes, and you can see looking into these, like at a glance, you can see just like materials. There's like shelves and shelves of like sheets of iron and stuff. You can see basically the raw building blocks that would make up you, Hertz, just in insane amounts in these buildings. And then in these towering cylinders with the bronze rings around them, you can see they're much more eloquently made. They almost have kind of religious overtones in that they seem to hold a more important purpose than the other buildings. Like this is where life begins. So the buildings are treated as such. They hold themselves with almost a veneration. A veneration that is being, let's face it, defiled as you see the forces of the witches' armies basically climbing up them, swarming around them, and you can see Emerald Guardsmen fighting against them, but these seem untrained. They seem just green, if you'll pardon the pun. But you can also see that as many are being defeated, are being turned. And you can see all of this seems to be happening around one building. It's the kind of the central and the largest of these structures. And in the center of it is like you can see huge cables carrying energy to all of the other structures, and this stretches on as far as you can see. Currently, the energy coursing through them is green.
Right.
The wizard takes one moment to orientate himself. Orient. He finds out where he is, and he does some he stops for 25 minutes, does some orienteering.
We take another
and
short
says,
rest.
Yeah. Pulls out a map.
He says, "This is where we have to go," and points to the top of the of that structure.
Right.
You look around you; the whole party is there. Crypto is telling everyone about the experience he had in the white light, and everybody starts to move. The Lion Guard instinctively puts up kind of a perimeter around the group, and the Emerald Guard form in around you and around the wizard specifically. What do you guys want to do at this moment in time?
I think we would all be taking it in for a pause at least,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
I think we're taking a pause. I think I'm just scanning for entry points, trying to see, because I don't know what the interior is like. So I'm just trying to see, okay, from the outside, where does it are there any clear entry points or routes to the top?
I would say that these have entry points very similar to the Emerald Cathedral, in that the bottom floors, and actually a lot of the rising floors, the external is all but columns, with archways between them. Think of like Greco-Roman stuff. They look for all the world like the outside of the Colosseum, but more. So there's fighting happening inside and out that you can make out. You can see, like, up the top, the fighting seems fiercest. This is at the top floor. There are gouts of fire shooting out the windows, emerald energy. You're seeing the bodies being thrown out. Some of them kind of sprout wings almost to your eyes and fly back in. Other ones seem to fall. Some are using like magical abilities and that to catch themselves. Some just fall. It seems extremely brutal, the fighting. So we're what's the word I'm looking for? We're kind of in the thick of it, if you know what I mean. You guys have basically spawned into a shit show.
Gorgeous.
Or was our original objective coming here for a specific item, or just to defend the place in general?
Just to defend the place. Yeah, you. Yeah, Elias had made his plan relatively clear on the Emerald Citadel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Am I gone? I'm gone.
Gone.
Okay,
well, do we have any fast way of getting to the top?
We should find wherever Elias is. He is dependent, and he's the one turning. If we can stop
You're
that,
right, yeah.
we can. Or perhaps, Father, if we get you to the top, can you've previously turned the Emerald Guard back under your control? Can we do that if we reach the top? There seems to be a lot of power coming from up there.
Yes, of course. The top of this tower is the center of the entire network. Should Elias be able to gain control of it, I don't know how he could, but he could influence the energies that it's putting out, and all of the units being created would be, I would assume, created much the same way as he has corrupted the Standing Guard. It's crucial that we cannot let him do that.
All right. How far away roughly is this tower?
It's not like a mile away, but it is like you're looking at probably 400 or 500 feet dash to get to it.
Perfect. We
the
want to know where
fighting
Elias
on the
is?
ground isn't as intense as on the tower.
Scraps is going to cast locate object.
What do you?
He's looking for the brooch.
The brooch? Yep. Don't even have to roll for it. I don't think you have to roll for it anyway. Top of the tower, dead center.
We need to go to the top as fast as we can.
Okay. We don't have our ship anymore.
I mean, you can fly one of us, but
you muted.
We've lost you.
I'll do it.
Rin and lost their
Oh,
voice getting here. What the
I'm
fuck?
Rin. I can fly anyway. Okay.
Mm,
No, you're
No.
not back. Rin, this is not a time for fucking Pictionary. No, it's not.
Ren is doing
Rin.
charades.
Charades.
Rin is stood there, staring quietly at the flying monkeys
I
fighting for
understand you're
Elias
part of the
Vorlock.
family, but it's not the time for family game night. We've things to do.
Put the Uno away, Ren. No.
Oh, Rin can fly one of us.
Rin
Can
can
Rin
fly.
fly
anyone
or can
else
Rin glide?
fly? Oh, that's true.
Rin might need an updraft for
Okay.
sure,
Yeah.
or to be thrown. But
Right.
I'd say
You
it's
start
unlikely
gliding.
they're going to
I
get to the
fart
top
real
floor.
hard.
I don't think he can do that.
Yeah.
Can you hear me
Are-
now?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I have to use my laptop mic because for some reason the other one's not working. Well, I
There's
was
nothing that can get us quick.
well.
I
my-
could make us fly, but it's very slow. It's only 10 feet a second.
Well, are we
or 10
trying to
feet or
sneak, or are we
36
trying to?
seconds.
Are we trying to sneak? Or are we going to break down the door?
I think it's just get to the top as fast as possible. If we can bypass all this fighting below and try and stop Elias, it's the most important bit.
My other concern is we have Elias. Yeah, he's dangerous enough. Where's the witch? He's doing this to bring the witch back. But we technically already did that, so where is she?
Can you
Like,
reach out to her and then?
would I like? I broke my connection with the witch, but would I be able to have any kind of like, as much as he doesn't want to, like, be able to like sense if she's near through like this weird connection that they had before?
You're basically trying to open yourself to that energy again, just to see if you can sense any of it.
Yes, exactly. Like I can use I have divine sense if that would be.
Okay, yeah, I'd say you can kind of flavor your divine sense in that way if you'd like.
Yeah.
To see if you can, basically, if you can triangulate a source of that power.
Yeah.
Like,
because Ren is genuinely terrified. He's more terrified of the witch than he is of Elias, because Elias is just a person.
Yeah.
But I would I have to roll something to sense?
I'm gonna say, yeah, just in this instance, because it's not the actual use of the spell, you can sense kind of huge, like tidal crashes of divine energy. But you can't get kind of a lock on it. It's overwhelming. So if you just roll me either a religion or an arcana check to see if you can refine it a little more.
Which one is better? I'm pretty sure both are -1, baby. Let's go.
Guidance.
Thank you. That's D4, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Okay, that is a 9. -1 is 8. +4 is 12.
Oh, that's some quick maths.
Thank you.
Incredible.
Not gonna use.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna say.
I wouldn't. Don't do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, look, above a 10, you're not getting this pinpoint, but you can again work out that all of these forces, this maelstrom of these two divine energies crashing against each other, the eye of that storm to you looks like exactly where Scraps looked when they did their search.
Yeah.
So you guys basically ping off these abilities at the same time, and both your gazes go to the top of the tower.
Right, okay. Top of the tower.
You said 10 feet in 6 seconds?
Yeah. DMers, are there? You said like there's things like fighting around and falling down. Is there like, are there airborne combatants as well? Like, are we going to be sitting ducks if we go slowly through the air?
Yeah.
I would say probably akin to aerial piranha bait.
Okay.
As you look up and you can see the only aerial combatants are flying monkeys, and they are like swooping against the tower, picking people up, dropping them off, stuff like that.
Right, we could listen. We could go a more deceptive route. Not all of there's flying monkeys in the air. Not all of them will know that I'm not with them.
It doesn't look like they're exactly paying a lot of attention, though.
I mean, they're probably in some sort of uniform as well.
Oh, I'm still in my uniform. Oh, look.
Well, Jim
Uh-huh.
left, so time skip. We're at the top of the tower.
We actually made it.
We
It
run
We
was-
up
actually are
Yeah.
at the tower.
It was an epic adventure for
I
sure.
can't just see Harker. That's so
Jim,
strange.
Jim,
Okay,
we
we
time
made it
skipped.
to
We're at the
the
tower.
tower easily.
Yeah, we made it actually.
exactly.
a
And when
save
you get to
point.
the top, you realize that tower was just in the shadow of a
Oh,
Another
tower
bigger
that is
tower?
exactly as big by ratio again behind it, and that's why you couldn't see it.
can't wait to
Perspective
see the other
fucked you.
one.
God damn.
All right. Well, then there's probably
I can
no
see
easy way to fly.
everyone
We got to
but
move
Apollo.
now.
Yeah, well, I think, if you all help me, Law, we can get past.
But we can't fly.
But
can't
we have the
fly.
whole group here.
Yeah,
Not
there's
just
always
the
a
6 of us.
20-person army.
Maybe
We have Buddy here.
We brought him on the ship.
Yeah.
we
We
Should have
did.
Woody and is
And
Olanika
Olanika.
still here?
Yeah.
Like,
Olanika is riding.
Yes, yeah. You see
Why-
Ride or die.
Olanika completely wide-eyed, like, oh
no.
sugar, oh no.
Why?
I wanted to go to space. I didn't ask for this, sugar.
Oh,
Well, this
Nika,
is
you're a
space,
spacer
technically.
now.
Yeah,
Is it-
what is this? What that means? Is that what I've been looking for all these years?
It's a
I
tough
think so.
galaxy.
People-
Someone's got to live in it.
People killing each other, throwing each other off towers. This don't seem right to me.
All right, time to toughen up. Let's go.
Right. How about
Make peace with the fact that you're in a war zone. Let's move.
Hey.
distraction? We distract, right? We send
I think-
our group of friends, right, off to go draw them away, and then we go in through the back door.
Aye.
can we do like a perception check or some sort of like tactics check to see is there a route to like a less active part of this war zone that we
Yeah,
could
that's what I've been trying to do this whole time. I've just
Yeah,
been
no,
scanning and
absolutely.
looking around.
Give me everybody roll me a perception check. I'm just going to quickly relog so I can see
Yeah.
Apollo again. I'll be back in a second.
Wow.
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 Perception?
So we all rolled nat 20s, right?
Yeah.
I genuinely just rolled a nat
Did you
20.
actually?
Yes, I
Nice.
did.
Okay,
Brilliant.
perfect. I mean that
Okay.
works. That's what you said you were doing. So yeah.
That's my literally my best roll all night. It's not a nat 20, but I'm happy.
We got a nat 20.
Genuinely, I wouldn't lie to you, Jim.
Did you? That's very
Yes.
good if you did.
You did.
For a total of
Okay.
28 with perception.
Right.
Yeah. So you like okay, you snap into Lion Guard mode. You're like in this instance, direct frontal assault in the tower, no bueno.
No bueno.
You'd probably spend hours fighting to the top of it. You take a quick kind of scan of the battlefield, and you assess that the best way to get up there, climb one of the adjacent towers and either glide across or go across one of these giant wires.
All right.
Right. I say, okay. Looking at the architecture here, it kind of looks like a first draft of what we have back home. If that's the case, we won't be able to make it through on a frontal assault. It'll take too long. We won't get there in time. We have to pick a tower. We have to start climbing it, and we can go tower to tower. We can try jump our way across.
All right, let's go. Why are we
No.
waiting?
Yeah, let's
reason-
move.
During these 10 minutes, Scraps has been weaving the holes in his body back together.
Oh,
That's so metal. I love it.
That is
Like
6
a-
points.
nice.
Like a Soulsborne character.
plus
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I'll have done the same then for you.
I'm at 1 below full, so I'm good.
Recommending. Very good.
How are
Thank
you, Eri? I can do lay on hands.
With the short rest, then I did I second winded, so I did have to do a little fart. I second winded and I got back up to full.
Okay, cool.
My second wind is I just go, oh, I do a little fart.
A little too.
I do a little toot and then I'm back up to full health.
Nice.
Ari, we're following you. Bring us to this tower.
Yep, awesome. I'm gonna just start heading towards the closest tower that I can find. The ideal world is find smaller structures and go from shadow to shadow so that we're imperceptible.
Nice.
Trying to avoid the amount of air time that we need, because the longer we're in the air, we are sitting ducks for flying monkeys.
Yeah, absolutely. Between you guiding this and the wizard's knowledge of the lay of the land, you're able to do this quite effectively. It doesn't take you as long as you would have thought. These towers are incredibly well designed. You know, they're easy to climb up, they're easy to get around on. The big decision you have to make is, do you want to glide from tower to tower and potentially leave yourself open for that small amount of time, or do you want to risk running along the cables?
Running along the cables does sound cooler.
Running along the cables is... So the disadvantage to running on the cables is it'll be safer, it'll be faster, because you can run up them as opposed to having to glide down them. But the cables are on occasion pulsing with this energy going across it, and you don't know how that will affect you.
But realistically, that's our only way, because how many flying monkeys do we have? Like,
Yeah,
So
we can't
many.
all glide.
You have quite a few flying monkeys with you, right?
yeah,
We
but
do.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
asking. Like, how many do we have? Like, is it a case that like
You'd have enough that the party could get across, and they could be kind of ferrying the others back and forth. It would probably take... each monkey would probably have to do like 2 trips per crossing. But it's not going to be
Not impossible.
dramatically slower. Basically, as I said, the main advantage of the cables is that you can go up as opposed to gliding down.
Yeah.
So like it's kind of like
I think we take the
passing the
cables.
ball
We
in
gotta go
rugby,
the
where you have to
fast.
lose ground to go forwards if you're gliding.
Yeah. I
I'd
think
say I would turn to the wizard and I would say, do you have an idea what the energy on these cables is?
Oh yeah, he made them. Yeah, he'd just be like, yes, this is it's basically the electro energy magnetism space power that I use to construct the physical forms of the Emerald Garrison.
How safe is it to run across these cables?
Not at all. But as long as we're careful, like try to avoid,
Like
open
rubber
contact with your
booties?
skin. Yeah, don't lick them. We should be
Rin
okay.
backs away from the cable he was just about. It looks so blue. It looked like raspberry flavor.
I don't care which one we do. I just want to move. Come on.
Yeah,
All
we're
right.
taking too much time. Let's go.
Then let's do the cable then. We'll go.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay,
Risk
yeah,
it for
you
the
guys
biscuit.
start darting. I haven't heard that in years. You guys start darting along these cables, and you're making good progress. Basically, you're able to you're almost circumnavigating the main tower the way you're moving through these other towers along this. It almost looks like suspension bridges made of these things, in that they kind of follow a spider web style pattern up, going from tower to tower. You're able to do it quite quickly. However, when you get about halfway up, something extremely concerning happens. You see that there's some huge shakes and shudders, and the energy every now and then that's pulsing down is no longer green, but has become, in very intermittent waves, to become red coming down.
Well, shite.
As this happens the first time, Hertz, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh yeah.
No, his mind.
That's an 18 on the die becomes like
Unless you have
30,
a
20.
minus, that's
Oh, sorry,
gonna be okay,
23.
yeah. Perfect. Yeah, Hertz, you are running along. You're doing like a really good kind of Robo Shinobi impression, running along the top of this cable. And then you are hit with, if you can recall the energy that you felt in that void, it's very similar to that, but instead of being warm and welcoming, it's angry and sharp. Where you have felt questions pulsed like ready and where, now you feel not a question but a direct command, obey, shoots through you. But as this happens, the white energy inside you pulses and this red kind of dissipates from your view. But you feel as if it has gained a little ground. You need to keep moving on up.
We need to keep moving. It's turning. It's trying even to turn me.
Should
What do
I?
you mean turn
actually-
you?
Is it a contact thing or
Let's get on my back. They won't be able. Might not be
Okay.
able to get you then if you're not in contact.
I climb up onto Rin.
I will say that the energy is it's coming along. You can see it pulsing through the cable, but it is followed by like,
It's following
you know, kind of a
old school
mist and
platformer
a-
rules.
God damn.
Exactly that. Yeah.
It's a
You need to
wave.
time your D20 jumps with my rhythm now, Dylan. Hold on, I am just going to roll something up here very quickly.
Hurts you've got to resist that when you feel it.
You
Huh?
see behind you as this happens. Hertz, you probably don't notice this because you're busy dealing with it. But as this goes by, one of the Emerald Guard next to the wizard stiffens, turns, and goes to perform like basically a hip toss on the wizard up like hundreds of feet in the air. Seeing this though and reacting quick as lightning, Hero pivots on his heel and basically spinning hook kicks this other guy in the jaw, sending him spiraling down to the ground below.
Oh no.
We better
then
fucking
says-
What a loss.
He
Oh,
says,
so
"I think
sad.
it would be best if the royal guard were to move at the rear of the column." And all the Emerald Guard solemnly nod and then move to the back, so they're further away from the wizard.
Mm.
This
Is there
is
anything else
fun.
you guys would like to do? If
Oh,
you don't, if you just keep going at the rate you're going to have to make 2 more of these checks before you get to the top. Is there anything you'd like to do to hasten your ascent?
Is it touch based though? Is it contact based? That's
No, there's it's basically
It's
a
just
pulse
in-
of red energy moving through. Like
Okay.
you can almost see kind of a haze following it that you're moving through. So it's not, unless you're jumping insanely high, you're probably going to get the brunt of it.
Question.
If you can imagine, it's not the current that's getting you with this. It's like almost the static of
Yeah,
it
yeah.
as it
Yeah.
passes by.
Is there anybody that we can see?
Sorry. Also, Dread,
Mm.
the energy is familiar to you as it goes by.
Yeah, I
It
thought
feels
would be.
similar to what you'd know.
Yeah, I thought it would be. Right. Here's an idea. I have Shield of Faith or Sanctuary. Could that
Okay.
be something that I
Yeah, yeah.
cast?
Put it on Da.
I was going to say Hertz because he's the
Shield of
one
Faith.
who's more likely to be affected by this.
If any of us turn, we're going to
You
try
can
and kill Da.
see-
I think it's probably only me though, because I was created in this factory. Me and the Emerald Guard.
I think we'll
Yeah.
be all right.
Okay.
So I think if we just make sure Hertz is all right,
Hmm.
we
I
can't
will
do much.
I will definitely yell to the Lion Guard to take up the position that the Emerald Guard had, so that the wizard
That
isn't
is-
defenseless, but he's defended
that is
by
portal
people
thinking.
that can't be taken over.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. They immediately follow your order and basically fall into like a defensive I've forgotten the word, military structure around the wizard as they go up this
Yeah.
thing.
I'm on Rin's back. I extendo arms out a bit, so I'm fully around his chest, and I tell him to like
Yeah.
bind my wrists together, so I can't like cast spells. I can't do anything in case I do
Okay,
turn.
yeah.
Are you
Nice.
sure?
Nice.
Yes.
All right. I just put his hands in a little knot.
Yeah.
How
Okay.
far are we from getting to where we need to be?
At this point, you're about 1/3 of where you need to be. As I said, you're 2 checks away from it.
Yeah.
You've taken precautions against the results of a bad check, but you haven't done anything yet to negate a check or speed up your descent.
Basically, my question is, I have a shenanigan. Psionic abilities with fighter are wild because I basically have the force.
Nice.
Can I get myself to a middle position? Psionic telekinesis, pull Hertz towards me, and then push him to the end.
He's on my back though currently, so I'm thinking
currently bound to Rin, but
fair enough.
Yeah, go on.
Like my thought was, if I make sure he's on me, if he starts acting up, I can just fall off the cable and glide somewhere.
If he acts up, I can probably get him back. I did it before.
I think there's
mine is the worst case scenario.
Okay.
I think there's 2 things you can do here. I think both your ideas aren't mutually exclusive. The problem with your plan, Rin, is again you'd have to descend, meaning you'd lose ground.
Yeah, that would be it.
However,
Like
Eri,
said,
if you wanted to aim that force push up, you would be able to throw Rin and Heads.
So long as Rin is
to the end.
So long as Rin is large or smaller as a creature classification, I can push. Awesome. I will gather my strength, try not summon my blades, but summon up that energy and just create like a wave of force in my hand, and just kind of like run up to Rin and just body check him and try push him up, and I launch you 30 feet forward.
Yeah. Apollo, I don't think you need to give me a check for that because you're basically using the force, right?
Yeah, so long as Rin is a willing creature, I can do it.
Below. Yeah, perfect.
Rin,
I'm going to want an athletics or an acrobatics check to see how well you navigate while you've basically got like your kid brother, for lack of a better phrase, like hanging out of your neck as you do this.
Oh, you know it's athletics. That will be a 17.
17 is enough. You manage to basically you're thrown directly up in the air, and then Breath of the Wild style, you're able to kind of use that updraft to then get enough altitude to glide down to the platform at the top of this thing. So you're there. What that has done though is meant that you're in place well ahead of everyone else. So is there anything you two want to do there? As you can see, like you're basically in the thick of the midst of the thickest fighting, as it were, at this point. And the other guys will be a minute or two catching up.
I'm just going to hold, take him off my back and hold his upper arm so it looks like I'm pushing him ahead of me to bring him into the.
You're going with the prisoner ploy again?
I'm going with the prisoner ploy again. It seems to work sometimes.
Fantastic.
Hey, I love the part because I've got all these sick ass tattoos now. They'll think that they are prison
and you're
tats.
bound right now.
Yeah, and he's bound.
He's tatted up.
Okay, so fully tatted up in handcuffs. Someone in the party prestidigitation's a little orange jumpsuit on you as well. You see another 2 waves in the time it takes them to reach you. Another 2 waves of red pass by. You can see they're getting more frequent now. 2 of the Emerald Guard succumb to this and basically charge the party. The first one is met with defense by Grifto. As seeing it, he sees this guy running towards him and full just brawler mode, and basically dives back along the cable, catching him around the waist, holding on to them, and they both tumble and slip over the edge, falling. But at the last minute, you see that Grifto is basically able to huff his arm back up on top He backfists the machine, and it falls. The Emerald Guardsman crashing to the ground hundreds of feet below. Grifto manages to clamber back up. The second one vaults over that kind of part of the group, and is dashing clean for the wizard, but is met immediately by strength, and quite rapidly falls upon his blade, as strength, having a severe advantage as a fencer on a narrow path, makes quick work of this soldier. The party is able to kind of meet back up with you guys at the top very quickly, and now you have the full group at the top of the tower. You can see above you, or in front of you, I should say, there are 3 of these large arches. It's a big circle, but not as big as all that. You can see clean through it to the other side. What you do see is just combat, left, right, and center. You can see Emerald Guardsmen who are gilded in gold. These are the ones whose job is to guard this factory, are fighting tooth and nail up here. These are the best of the best. They are fighting with all manner of things. You see these dark clad knights. You see elite flying monkeys. You can see like kind of just creatures that would have been pressed into the witch's army, as long like common militia soldiers who are a part of this too. And it is chaos, spells going off, all manner of weapons, but in the center of it, you can see not a console, but basically a I want to say a dais. It's technological,
Love a good
certainly
dais.
constructed
I love a
using
dais.
like gears, wires, that kind of stuff. It's brass and emerald, but again, if the buildings held themselves in reverence, this is what they were in reverence to, as it is very clearly the center of everything here. It pulses with a green energy that it seems to generate from the air itself, and next to it, staring intently, channeling green and red energy through a very familiar brooch into the console, you can see Elias Vorlock. He hasn't seen you yet, so focused is he on his task.
Interesting. There is something I would like to do. It's not advisable, but I am going to do it. So
Okay.
I would like to sprint to Elias Vorlock and grapple him.
Yep.
Okay. I need you to roll me.
Go with the more violence.
I see lots of hands moving. I see lots of hands moving in low depth. I'm going to tell. So that's what you want to do, Apollo.
I have my little switcheroo thing.
Dagger.
The dagger.
Yeah.
The dagger.
I have my switcheroo
Very
dagger.
good.
Well, I mean,
Very
you
good.
could grapple him, and then I think if you're grappled, is it grappled or restrained that makes things automatically hit or automatically be crits?
Restrained.
I think it would be restrained.
It's restrained.
I mean, you do what you gotta do, Pookie. I'm gonna switcheroo him as soon as I can.
If you want, like, if you can hold back Rin, like wait until he's here.
Yeah.
To grapple
I'll just
him.
tell you, Rin, get ready. He's about to be right where I am.
Oh, I'm fucking ready, boy.
Is there anything else anybody would like to do before this happens?
I'm just gearing up the shot. I'm warming it up.
Is he holding the brooch in his hand?
No, it's held in place by some kind of magical energy in front of him. So he's channeling into it. It seems like it is hanging midway between the forces of the dais and the forces that he is channeling into the dais through it. So if you can imagine an electromagnetic field coming out of the dais, it's firmly in the thick of that.
Scraps would be booking it.
Yeah,
in the
I'm
midst
just
of all
gonna.
this happening, he's just booking it to the center of the room.
Yeah, I'm preparing a spell just to try and shoot Elias.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the first thing to resolve this quickly, and we're going to go to a break before anything special happens here. To resolve this quickly, roll up your attack. Apollo.
Heart of the cards.
You got this.
Did you say the heart of the cards?
Yes,
You
I did.
Shit. Well, I'm going to lose then. I'm
That is a
No.
19.
The heart. A 19.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah. Give me 1 second just to check something.
The heart of the cards is in the y'all.
And surely you should have
It is with
advantage
you, but
against.
also I-
because it's like it's surprise, right?
Let
Yeah,
me see if I can
he
get
said he
that
weren't,
20.
didn't know you were there.
Surely.
Yeah. Surely.
No,
Surely
19 is
you
what we
should
get.
advantage
19
against
is what we
some
got.
surprise
All
like that.
19 or a 15. I'm going to take that 19.
Was
actually.
that
Thank
with
you.
advantage?
With it, I rolled a second
That
time.
was-
and
sorry.
19 was still the highest.
Okay, perfect.
Sneak attack. Do I get the damage?
What was the
people when I
lowest?
switcheroo them? 15 was the
Well, we'll
lowest,
do it in a second.
and 19 was the highest.
15 was the lowest.
On the dice or total?
Total.
Okay,
Rolled a 5 and a
So
7.
here's what happens.
Elias is gonna do some shit. I know it.
If he has a mirror image,
And I'll tell you why.
Myself.
Mirror image could be me
I'll tell you
channeling
why
it.
I'm taking the lowest of your advantage here. Because you weren't in this specific instance, you weren't rolling with advantage. Because yes, you were targeting Elias, who was focused. But you throw the knife. You throw it well. It flies towards its target. And would hit it squarely, but before it reaches Elias, there is a green and crimson flash as something fast as lightning, or fast as a jet of flame, I suppose, manages to move between Elias and the dagger and catches it in their hands before plunging it into their own shoulder.
Oh,
You swap places with, and you're not going to know who this is, Apollo, but an Emerald Guardsman clad in kind of, Dylan, how would this Emerald Guardsman be dressed?
God damn it.
You see that she is, with the underlayer of emerald. It is accentuated by like fiery, like like the that emo shirt we all had as teens, like the flame shirt,
Yeah.
like
Shut up.
basically like that, like emo hairstyle, and then like her fists are like basically like tattooed in flames.
Sick.
Who is this
And you can
emo
see-
motherfucker?
You can see this character flashes a grin at the party, and then in their surprise round turns and kicks the wizard, applying a flurry of blows
Holy shit.
that sends him
Oh, fuck.
flying off the edge of the tower.
Oh, fuck.
And that is where we are going to take our break.
See, I was gone for 1 week, and y'all had a little fucking one shot, and it's come to bite us in the ass twice.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, I
It's
did.
very
Oh,
funny though, because
no.
I made a super overpowered character that Jim then
And now
Yeah.
Jim has it.
Yeah,
Was
because
this the
like
one?
Dylan,
No, which one side flash sideways was this?
this was
this is
Where
the
we
most
were
most
all
recent
Emerald-
one.
The one we were all Emerald Guards people.
Oh, you're all emo girls, or like
Yeah.
like oh my god.
Yeah, when you were
Yeah.
basically you were
That
a
My name
party
is
defending the
Blair.
tower in the big attack.
yeah.
Blair.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was porn,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, and I got
I
really
remember.
attached to a little girl, and
Yes,
then
Yeah.
Princess
yeah,
Laura.
yeah.
Yeah, Princess Elora. Yeah. You I
Forgot
remember
about
thinking,
that.
because that whole storyline was about Elias showing you guys that Elias can turn
Yes,
the Emerald
yes,
Guards.
yes.
And Dylan's like,
Mhm.
oh, I made this insanely overpowered
Oh,
monk.
yeah.
And I was like, Shame
Interesting.
if someone were to corrupt that and use it against you. And now the time has come.
You use
Amazing.
our own PCs against us. That's
Oh.
mean.
Yep.
Right, so we're all going to roll initiative after this.
Nice.
God dang.
And we're going to
Okay.
have a little combat after the break.
Yay, combat.
Yeah, come
Hooray,
back.
break time.
Woo.
Hello, we're back,
Hello.
and it's all gone a little bit Pete Tongue, if I'm being honest.
It has a bit, yeah.
The
It's your own fault.
titular Wizard of Wildspace has been kicked off a building.
Me too.
Eri is face to face with an opponent that leveled an entire party single-handedly.
What?
And
Don't worry about
that
it.
didn't. That never happened.
Yeah,
Oh,
we,
my God.
we actually
Yeah.
beat him really
Eri,
good.
nothing bad happened.
Nothing bad happened that day,
And
actually.
off camera, while we were on our break, Dread earned an experience, or not an experience point, an inspiration point
That was
for
great for
herself.
me.
So,
actually. Yeah.
congratulations, everybody.
Woo.
Congratulations, Elias. I think we're ready to get into it, aren't we? At the
Yeah.
top
Yeah.
of the round, we have Elias and Eri. Actually, hold up. I never rolled for
The monkey.
Blair, actually. Yeah.
Dylan, are you gonna voice it?
Yeah, Dylan, you can
obviously.
voice.
Yeah.
Just, I don't even remember
Okay,
the voice.
Blair
I
is
go
on
full
16.
Dublin. I'm like,
Blair's slipping
off
now.
fucking emo.
Eri immediately
Leave.
falls in love with Blair.
No, Dylan,
Yeah,
I'll
I
give
fall
you
in
an
love with
option
Blair.
here. Dylan, I'll give you an option if you want.
You don't want
Do
me
you want to
controlling
control-
Claire.
Yeah, do it.
You want
Do it.
He's
Do it.
These are
Claire for
fucked
this
if I
fight?
do.
Do it. Do it. Do it. You have
These are
to.
these are
Do it.
fucked if I
Do it.
do.
Do it.
Oh,
Do it.
fuck.
Oh,
You
big
gotta.
man. Big
it.
man.
Do it.
I can if you want.
It'll be fun. Go
Listen,
on.
just
Yeah,
do it.
You
It'll
are
be okay.
controlling Blair.
Oh, okay.
This is rude.
Mm.
We
You're
all
about to see
insisted
some
on it.
shit.
This is very anti-Apollo, actually.
How nasty am I going here now?
Not at all. Be nice. Don't use a
In
single
your
key
head,
point.
you don't even hear the word obey anymore. You just instinctively know your place, and your place is at the head of Elias's army.
Yeah.
Elias, the God King, Elias, who gave you your fire.
Interesting. Cool.
Shall we have a roll off, Eri?
Ooh.
Oh
To
yeah.
see who goes first.
Actually, no, not you.
Just,
Holy shit.
Elias got a 3. He's still focused on what he's doing.
This die got redeemed and rolled an 18.
I'm not scared. You're
Nice.
scared.
Okay. What's the lay of the land? How close, how far am I from people?
You are right next to Elias. You are
Gorgeous.
probably 20 feet, I'd say, from the rest of the party who are watching
Oh, yeah.
the wizard has just been kicked off the top of the tower. There is fighting everywhere. I'm going to say for my own sake and for the sake of this not going on for hours, the party are currently not engaged with anyone. The entourage, the retinue, are basically forming a fighting circle around this, making a little arena for you guys.
Lovely. Awesome.
You can call out to them to do specific things and that, but there will be negative consequences from them turning their attention away from this fight.
Okay. Who wants to go get the wizard? Or else I can do it. But Elias is right here, and I can.
We should just get one of the other reborn.
Yeah.
To get him, because then they can get him to a place of safety as well, because they won't be able to fly back up.
Awesome. I will let you shout that to them.
Mhm.
Right. Hey, Jim. What's a brother got to do to get a sneak attack on Elias?
Attempt to roll it up, I guess. I'm gonna say you can make a sneak attack. Attack, we'll see how it goes. If you roll well, you can add the sneak attack damage.
Lovely.
If not, he's gonna see you coming.
All right. Let's roll that up.
And also, like, Jesus Christ, this stat sheet.
For Elias?
Don't say that. Why would you say that?
Oh yeah,
That's a 23.
Fred,
What?
you've already fought this thing. 23. Okay, 23 hits.
Thank you. If you said it didn't hit, I
I
would
will
have said,
say-
bye. Sorry. I
With
left.
a 23, yeah, you can take your sneak attack on him.
Maybe.
Was it Yeah, you're good.
Awesome. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, let's get this done. I hate how many extra things I can just put on this. Just be like, have an extra one there now, love. All right. So these are my sneak attack die. This is just normal die. And then is it? No. It's, oh God. Okay, let's just, I'm so sorry. Psionic Strike, what type of D do I get? Nope.
Don't make me answer that.
I get a D6. Lovely. And then can I not do Sonic Whispers? No. Okay, awesome. So it is 3d6 sneak attack, 1d6 normal attack, and an extra d6 from empowering my attack. Reroll. I can reroll 1s and 2s with the piercer feat. We're cooking with heat.
Nice.
Excellent.
10, 16, 19, 21.
21 damage?
21 plus 27.
Plus
27
plus
damage.
27.
No, 27
okay.
total.
Okay, 27. I was like, Jesus, wow, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, my
shit.
plus to hit
let me
is
just-
plus 20. It's plus 20. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. You get his attention. You basically jump up and like slash into him with your weapons and your psionic, physical, everything you got, you give into him in this initial
Mm-hmm.
volley of attacks. As your blade meets his flesh, he looks for all the world like an old man. Well, not frail by any means, but like a human. However, when your blade meets his flesh, it is much closer to striking like the bark of a tree or a training dummy. You do the damage, but your blade does not bite as well as you would have expected to at that. He turns to look at you, recognizes you. You see recognition in his eyes, and he goes, well. I would have expected to see you perhaps a little sooner. Did we get lost along the way? Perhaps not as effective as you would like.
Oh, well, Dragon asked for my autograph. I'm pretty popular.
Humorous. He lifts his hand, and you see him summon from the air around his hand, some of the green energy coalesces, mixing with the flames that are kind of just whipping around him in the air, forming like a nightmarish morning star into his hand. And he brings it down upon you. At the same time as he does this, you see his eyes flash green, and I need everybody to make me a wisdom saving throw.
What?
Lovely.
Cool.
And you
Do
want to, on this, you want to you got to save at 22
10.
You- Oh, Jesus.
What does a 6 get me?
into trouble.
Nice.
Yeah, roll the 6. I also
Uh,
haven't finished my the things I wanted to do on my turn, but that is
Okay, sorry. Yes, sorry. Finish up your turn then. Apologies.
Yeah.
You think back about the last 30 seconds and remember what you did.
All the things that could have gone differently.
Well, if he's just gonna, I've damaged him. I'm no good at close range. Bonus action disengage, and I'm taking my 35 feet of movement to get me back up with the rest of the gang, so that I can be in a better position, surrounded by allies for ranged combat.
Cool. Now I will say he did take the damage you did. You just like you would expect 27 damage to kill an old man. It did
Yeah, and
not
it
kill
didn't.
this
So
old
immediately I'm like, I gotta walk away from this old man.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair. Cool. Yeah. Okay.
6
cool.
on my
So
wisdom
basically,
save,
all
Jim.
of that thing happened. You at the end of your turn, you see his eyes flash. Anybody who got above a 22, you're fine.
No,
Is that anybody?
Nope.
Did anyone get a 17 or higher?
I got an 18.
I-
18 on the die. The 19 total.
I will use because we haven't had a long rest. I'll use my last flash of genius on to make you pass that.
Thank you.
Nice.
Nice. That's good. Yeah, and that kind of makes sense because this green energy that flashes, you guys, for the most part, have never felt this before. You are hit with a wave of this green red energy. It makes you feel like you want to be sick. It makes you feel like you want to turn and run and never come back here, despite the consequences of that action. You all take the frightened status until the end of his next turn.
So except for me and
Except
Hertz.
for you
and Hertz.
and Hertz. Oh, well, Hertz, what did you roll?
I got a 23.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, cool. So
Yeah.
Hertz, you don't get it. Everybody else gets it. And so just so you know, frightened, you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of fear is within line of sight. And you can't willingly move closer to
Okay.
the source of fear.
Well, I was already moving away.
Um,
Cinema.
yeah.
And I got my
Actively leaving.
Yeah,
and I got my wicked reference in as
feel-
well. Love that.
for the first time in a while, you realize your tail is between your legs as you run away from him.
Ugh.
I thought we moved past this.
Yeah. Okay, cool. But he then that was a legendary action made at the end of your turn. He is then going to throw up his hand. He's going to say, once a craven wretch, always a craven wretch. Look at you, running as if there were a wall of fire at your heels. And almost offhand, he is going to just dance his hand through the air. Sparks emanate from his fingertips, float gently through the air for 4 or 5 feet, and then ignite, creating a wall of fire on the ground. The wall rips towards the party. It is 60 feet long, 20 feet high, and 1 feet thick. I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay.
I'll just find the save on this.
Just want to make sure. Because I might have advantage on this because of danger sense, but I'm not sure if that happens.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Okay.
dexterity effect on effects or save on effects you can see. So yeah.
I thought it might be only when I'm in a rage.
That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20, nice.
Not great. 14.
17 for Hertz. Do you want Flair to roll as well? She's in the middle of everything.
I would like. I don't think he has the ability to like.
He doesn't have
Temper
careful
from that?
spell. He don't have
Yeah.
meta magic options.
11.
So he's just going to Flair's going to have to make that check as well.
Okay. She gets a 14 only.
Flair does not make the save. Anybody else? So anybody who doesn't make it, again, this is a spell save
What's the DC?
of 20.
Oh.
Is this a spell attack?
Wall of-
evocation.
Wall of fire? No, I
No.
believe-
No,
it'll be a
it's
spell
not.
save, it'll
Okay,
be
yeah.
good, yeah.
So it's a save of 21.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. 14 is definitely not going to do it then.
Nope.
Yeah, no, fail from Hertz as well.
Success.
Must be
You made a
nice.
success. Nice. Yeah, I think.
Oh, yeah,
that's because
20. I don't know if a
he-
20 makes it.
No.
No.
21
21.
isn't safe.
What the fuck, dude? We're level 8.
Yeah, I know you are. It's so
We're not even
sad
double
that
digits.
you're- I did
This is
say
on
We're not
you.
even fully rested.
Not
Yeah, you're
fully
not, are
rested, not double digits. I'm not even Ben 10.
Okay. You say not even Ben 10. Okay, cool. Right. Anybody who doesn't make the save, you are going to take 26 points of damage as this wall of fire washes across the battlefield. Just decimating friend and foe to Elias.
I'm gonna.
You see he draws his hand back from casting this spell, and goes back, like sneers at you as if you are nothing but like a butterfly that had flapped into his way, and goes back to focusing on his task at hand. You can see the red energy is getting prevalent in the maelstrom around the dais. There's far more red energy than there is white now. You can see he holds this maelstrom, or not this maelstrom, sorry, this morning star that he's conjured, and he kind of leaves it resting on his shoulder as he's doing this, but he does seem fully focused on his task. It is now Parker.
Yes.
You're up.
Okay. Oh, that's a lot. So, Scraps, who, as they reached the top, had just started bucking it towards the center, towards the brooch and Elias, because he had still had the locate object up for those 10 minutes, so would have felt that pull towards the center. Saw the dad get thrown at the exact same time. Everything happened. Got hit with everything. This is the first time you will see fear on Scraps' face since the last time he saw Elias and he was burned alive, and then developed his fear of fire.
This is a really bad way to revisit that.
Yeah.
It would be, yeah. And whilst he is now staring at Elias and frightened of him, as that wall of fire ripples past everyone, Scraps stands slightly less singed than everyone else is, thanks to his fire-resistant armor that he was gifted from Hertz.
Very good.
So, holy shit. He'll take a split second of his turn to glance over to Dread or to Rin and Hertz. Dad, is someone getting him?
Oh, we get one of the monkeys to do it.
I can get him either.
Okay.
So you can get one of the monkeys to do it. It will basically open a gap in the defense around you, though.
Okay.
Scraps is trying to make up his mind whether he should do it or not, but he doesn't have great options. So trusting Hertz and Rin to take care of it will look at Elias. How close did I get before that frightened happened and I had to stop moving?
It's basically just everyone up on the platform that's not allied with him got hit with it. You can't move towards him. You can't take a single step towards him.
At range, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then last question. When that wall of fire / green flames went out, and he cast all those spells from his was it the staff? Oh, no, you said Morningstar, I meant. Was he talking when he cast the spells? Was there verbal components?
No, he seemed to just he was talking, but it was to trash talk Eri.
Okay, perfect.
Rude.
Later. Right. Fuck that then. Scraps will again, frightened, not knowing what to do, reverts back to his purest form of I'm going to hit this with sticks. Will cast Hunter's Mark on Elias.
Okay, nice.
And whip out his bow. Now, these are all at disadvantage because I'm frightened of them. So God only knows what his AC is. Okay, first one, 17 for the first roll. Not 20 for the second, so I'll take the 17 plus 9.
Yep, buddy.
That is 16. Sorry, 26 to hit for the first one.
26 hits.
Yeah, these are tiny damage. Jesus. 5 5 and a d6. 5, 6, 7, 8 points of damage for the first one. Second
Okay, 8 points, nice.
strike. Yeah, it is only a 15 to hit for the second.
Okay. That does not hit.
Perfect. Okay. So strikes at one, misses with the second arrow. In the middle of fire, frightened, just wide-eyed, looking around, panicking, and is mostly looking at Hertz and Rin. Just help.
Excellent.
Be all right.
Yeah, so these arrows kind of like they flash towards him, and they actually go. You manage to get them like through this wall of fire that's kind of whipping around the place. But as they get close to him, so hot is the air around him that the arrows combust, and they do the damage, but not as effectively as they should.
All right.
Just because they're almost gone by the time they reach him, but the flint head of them does nick him. You see one kind of scratches his cheek like Thanos style, but he remains completely focused on his task. You can see now that the red is again getting stronger and stronger, and he begins to sneer. As you can see, he's gaining control over this whole kind of situation he finds himself in. You can see the fire around him that had been chaotic and whipping almost naturally is now beginning to coalesce and become organized double helixes rising up around him. Up next in the initiative, we have Flair. And I see on the screen in front of me the face of a man who has been waiting
I've been
for
studying
this.
my sheet.
I'm so stressed.
So right, I'm gonna assume my positioning here, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, Jim. And I apologize to all of us, but he did say to not hold back.
Do it.
Do it.
I'm probably near enough to the edge, right?
Don't
So
do
like
it.
I've like darted forward, fucking karate kicked the wizard off. Okay, well this is what happened. Jim's gonna have to deal with it.
I realize I'm a big cross again.
I turn around then and I look at you all, and I go, "Oh, Elias always has the best ideas." Go and like my basically like Saitama from fucking Genos from One Punch Man, like just like
yeah.
absolutely just like fire blast you all. You need to make
Fantastic.
dexterity saving throws, and that's with my first attack. Not
Am I
even
gonna
my
be
first
caught in this,
action.
Jim?
Say again?
Am I caught in this, Jim?
You did run back to say you were in the thick of your party, didn't you?
Goddamn.
Advantage.
Saving throws and ability checks are different, right?
Saving
Yes.
throws.
I don't have
27
disadvantage on a saving
on my
throw.
save.
This
Okay.
is Dex.
Okay, it is
27 is quite good.
18 for my save.
19.
okay. So you all pass.
Because you have
I'm
a
sorry,
reasonable
Dylan.
save.
Take.
My chiefest lieutenant.
You only take
I'm going
4
to say,
points of fire damage.
How many?
as
4.
I'm going to interject, Dylan, in the middle of your turn here. Elias is going to turn around and look at you. And he had been planning this for a little later in the fight. But as he sees you, his, chiefest lieutenant, thank you, Apollo. As he sees you, his chiefest lieutenant,
It's round 1.
begin this, assault on his enemies, and they seem to be able to handle you. He looks at you and he goes, I always thought the wizard was somewhat constrained in his design principles. So inefficient, so caring. No, this will not do, and you will be the first of my new legion. You see he puts his hand onto the dais, draws some of the green and crimson energy and casts it across the arena. It collides with Flare, and you feel the basically steel from the ground beside you and on the pillars and stuff begins to like slam into you,
Cool.
as it basically
I've got the Hulkbuster
grafts
suit now.
itself, like welding to you in the shape of two infernal horns
Oh
from the
my
top of your
God.
head,
Mm.
and then two steel wings, basically turning you from like a humanoid warforged into a Cambion warforged. You now also gain the the fly ability as you have these wings.
Nice.
And on one attack per turn, you can add an extra d4 fire damage to your attacks.
That's
Okay.
disgusting. I just
Throw-
need
throw
you
it
to
on
know
top.
that.
Proactively, not retroactively. I am a
Oh,
fair
okay.
DM.
Fine, fine.
Yeah.
Can I respec Eri into a wizard so that I can counterspell this nonsense?
Yeah, this is
Mm,
nasty.
You can, but you can
Thank you.
only do it retroactively 2 days from now, which will be in a couple of turns.
When I'm dead and I have to make a new character for the finale?
Exactly that.
Okay, so did you all take your damage?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, then I think I look at Rin
God damn it.
and I say another one, someone who's like forgone the master's wishes and commands. Surely you must be punished. And I just start fucking laying into you.
What the fuck?
I love that you've been given all this divine power and you're like, oh, I'm still gonna kick the shit out of you.
Yeah. I'm
um,
just gonna curb stomp this person real quick.
that's a 17 to hit.
17 does hit.
Okay, great. So you're going to then take. Fuck, I forgot how complicated this character was. I hate myself.
Yeah. That's when you sent me the sheet. I was like, oh, I don't want to do this. Dylan,
Yeah.
you play it.
You take only 6 points of fire damage, but I'm
Oh,
going to use that
no.
additional D4. That's 10 points of fire damage, and then I'm going to
Okay.
use my Ember of the Fire Giant ability to add. No, sorry, my Strike of the Giants to add an additional D10.
Oh,
That's another 5 points of damage.
I'm fine.
Then I'm going to Action Surge, and I'm going to do that.
No!
Actually, sorry.
What build are you, motherfucker?
Also make a Constitution saving throw because I'm going to Stunning Strike you with that.
What?
Did you rage?
No!
No.
You just got here!
I didn't know you raged before we got into the room.
You should be able to rate as a reaction when you get bitch slapped.
Yeah, true.
For real.
It was
And
like a
I just
reaction.
rolled so bad for my fucking con save. That's 9.
Okay, so you're stunned, so I get advantage in all of these.
No.
And these next
What
two
the
attacks.
fuck?
Sorry, the first attack, instead I'm going to basically, because I use this fire ability, right, that I just been granted, and you see that like it basically erupts from like on your face, just into this searing ignition, and everyone needs to make
Everyone.
what is it? Strength saving throws? No. Yeah, dexterity saving throws. Again.
Okay, so advantage. Jesus.
Same again.
15.
22.
If you get over DC is 15.
No,
Oh, thank God.
14.
Just got it.
Okay, so Harker, you take 9 points of damage and you're blind
What
until
kind
my
of
next turn. Fire.
Okay, so that's half is 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, well, technically you only take normal damage. You should have vulnerability and the resistance counteracts it.
The what?
Thank
And what does?
The resistance. So normally you would be taking double damage from the fire. The resistance cancels that out. So now you just take flat.
You take it flat.
Okay, cool. So that was. Oh wait, Scraps is out then. Because
Like
I
he's
only
out.
took, well, I took 30 instead of 26 the first round. So that would be 13 more.
Yeah.
And then the first round you just did was
Only like
4.
4.
No.
Yeah.
So
4.
2 more. Hold on. And then what was the one you just did? It was 9.
9.
I took 4. Hold on. 9, I took 4 is 5 more. Okay, no, he's still up. There.
Okay.
Hold on. Sorry. Okay.
And if you pass, then you took obviously only 4 points of damage. Then my second attack on you,
What? That was only the. What do you mean? What do
my
you
second of my
mean?
action surge is a 26 to hit.
He's even
Yeah.
targeted me, and I've taken 8 fire damage just by being in the vibe.
He's just catching strays. Like, he's fighting you like this. Bang, 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 bang.
Whenever you
You
cock
know-
your arm back, you just elbow
You
me a
hit with
bit,
the
I go,
elbow. Yeah.
And that's another 7
Getting
points
hit
of
with the
damage to you.
recoil.
Fire.
I'm in the
Or-
post
Fire,
of
yeah.
NBA. Like, I'm a post player in an NBA match.
And then
I'm
my
just
bonus
getting hit.
action, I'm going to
Oh,
flurry of blows and do 2 more attacks to you.
Good God, man.
Is this a
There's
monk
a
fighter
14
barbarian?
hit.
No, it does not.
Okay, that's my
Okay.
first of those, and then oh shit, I actually
Way
don't
of
hit
the
on the
Ascend
second one
Dragon,
then either.
Monk
It's
and Fighter 2.
sorry,
Motherfucker,
does a
I
15
have
hit?
15 exactly hits.
Oh, then I do hit.
Oh,
That's another 10 points of damage then.
Jesus Christ. I'm fine. Anyone who says otherwise is a liar. Rin looks bad. He looks hurt.
Elias has just been hitting legendary actions like it's nothing. Like, first of all, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Don't you laugh. Don't you laugh.
And that's all I
He
can do.
didn't. You know what? He
Oh,
didn't
that's
even
all?
use his full turn, Apollo, because you
I know.
moved away from him.
I know, it hasn't been a full turn yet.
Oh my
dear.
God, this
dear.
changes everything. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I am going to use my reaction to do a dodge. I can reduce the damage by a
You're
single
stunned,
d6.
right? So you don't think you can?
That's a shame.
God damn it. I knew. Oh. Oh.
Yeah, can't take actions or reactions. Sorry.
No, this is good. This is actually good. I wanted this. I wanted
I
this.
think you might deserve it.
I think
Is
so
that okay?
too.
To stay on
Actually,
the
yeah,
stream?
yeah. I am a terrible person, and it's time the world knew that.
I think that's exactly
Yeah.
what you said the last time this character bet up one of your characters.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's that wonderful. It's given the same energy as Firelord Ozai and Azula right now,
Yeah.
and I'm all for it. Okay,
I hate
Dylan,
it
that
here.
is the end of your turn. Dylan, you're up next.
Fuck's sake.
Dylan Hero.
Oh, holy shit. Fuck, I must save my father.
That's so cute.
And
You just watch your friend get the absolute shite kicked out of him.
yeah.
I have a really clear image of Hertz just standing, looking at like just Rin getting the shit fed out of him, unblinking, and it's like,
Yeah.
I better
offline.
save Dad.
Yeah.
No, it's the Ralph meme of I'm in danger.
I will
Yeah.
I will do a healing word on you at second level,
Thank
Rin.
you. Thank you.
That is 16 points of
Thank
healing. And then
Brilliant.
I'm gonna run over to the side of the building that we're on, and kind of similar to how in like episode 2 or something, I dove myself off and came up with a fly potion, but this time I instead jam a fly potion into my gun and shoot my father with my gun.
So cathartic.
And of
Top
course I
tier.
say,
Top tier.
Father, please, you must in this moment be defying gravity.
I love the rearrangement of the
Yes.
syntax.
Thank you,
Very
thank you.
good. And this is why Dread has an inspiration.
Yes.
Okay. We
What does inspiration do?
yeah, so that
Advantage.
connects.
Advantage.
He
And there's a crit in
weirdly-
the chat for whoever needs it, by the way. I graciously didn't take it.
Yeah, he and if you remember from a few episodes ago, is actually somewhat of an aerial sportsman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He receives that bullet
Oh, I don't
and
like that.
turns so aptly in the air, spreading out his wings and begins to sing the hook of that song, which I have a sore throat.
Go ahead,
I
Jim.
will
Yeah, go
save
ahead.
your ears from me
Yeah,
doing,
no,
but
go on. At least give
you
us
all
a.
understand.
I want the
that
high
he
notes.
glides,
Please.
and then he is circumnavigating it in such as the din of battle you can't hear, but you can see him going. It looks beautiful. He's
it.
swooping around, but you can see immediately he is safe from danger, but isn't able to land just yet, as like a full-on fucking fleet of flying monkeys begins to pursue him. But such a sportsman is he that he's like all but running rings around them in the air. So you're seeing now there's kind of a dogfight between the wizard and these like 50, 60 flying monkeys. They are falling left, right, and center as he is hitting them with all sorts of stuff. So he is turning the tide of the greater battle in the air, but he isn't able to land down next to you guys just yet. Up next in the initiative, Dread.
Jeez, I wonder what I'll do, being all stunned and
Oh,
that.
you look a bit like you're trying to do something. It'd be a pity if someone had taken your turn away.
Yeah, be a huge pity.
Oh,
for
sorry.
sure.
Apologies if you have anything else to do, John.
Oh, no. As in, Red
Oh,
doesn't
that
get a
was
turn
because
because she's
she's
stunned.
stunned. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
I'm just frantically looking through my sheet trying to figure out if anything can help me.
Can I just say I hate stunning strike.
mm,
It's so bad. Go on.
Yep.
I can't even go into a rage or anything like that. Yeah, like Ren is just like, I think he's fully on the ground, like very much in like that cinematic style where all you can hear is his ears ringing and just feel vibrations of like battle going on around him, and he's just like,
Yeah, he's gone full Private Ryan.
yeah, he's just like, what the fuck just happened? And I guess all I can do is roll a Constitution save to see if I can get out of it, right? Like it's at the I'm just
Just
here.
until my next turn.
Yeah.
Just until
the start of
Cool. I'm gonna hang out here, guys. I'm just gonna.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. No, you're fucking not.
No, you're not. And that's the worst part.
You know what? No, I'll give you a homebrew rule right now.
Oh.
As a barbarian, roll me. I'm gonna call it a rage check. If you roll a nat 20 on this rave check, you break out of your stun and get your full turn.
Okay.
So angry are you?
Real quick, you said rave check, and I was like, yeah, become a raver.
I'm going to use the inspiration that you gave me for my amazing.
Oh, actually, shit. Do you want to really metagame this? Dread?
Yeah, you've got to.
Somebody gave me a crit, or gave a crit in general.
Yeah.
If the party will allow it,
I will take it.
Oh yeah, fucking take that.
I think Ren generally is just like, he's got this ringing in his ears, and he's like, no, fuck this, fuck that fucking robot, fuck Elias, fuck the witch, fuck off. And he
God, you're getting so angry, but you're not even like burning. What's the point?
Honestly, so fair.
Damn, she's got a point. You just hate it when the person who's beating you up has a solid point.
I'm gonna go into the ragiest rage that has ever been that ever did rage. And is it will you be kind and say that is at the start of my turn and I can take a turn?
Yep.
Maybe? Yeah, boy. Like, my original plan was to go for Elias, but that's gone now. It is burnt to ashes in the heat of my rage, and I am going to try. This is probably extremely stupid, but I'm going to try and grapple Flare.
Oh,
Oh my god, so getting so close.
Mm.
Nah, you wanted to dance, mate. Let's fucking dance. So grapple check. That's a strength check, right?
Yes.
And I would get advantage because of rage. Oh, please. 15.
Yeah, beat me. I'm only at 13.
Yes. I mean, oh no. And I am going to use my sick ass headband to. I think.
yeah, I love that thing.
I believe I get advantage on an attack while grappling a creature.
Wow, grappling. Yeah.
Would a grapple count as one attack? And then the headband.
The grapple is taking a full action, yeah.
Okay, so this will be my next turn. I would be allowed to.
You can grapple you can just sacrifice an action or an attack. To grapple.
Okay, so I'll use my second attack because I have that now. Very exciting times. So I'm going to do that. I just fucking knock the fuck out. Oh, for a second I thought it was a nat 20 and I got so excited and it wasn't. Sorry. 18. 20, dirty 20.
Yeah, hits.
Oh, thank God. Okay, so I get an extra D6 on top of, I think, would this just count as an unarmed strike? Because it's just my forehead.
Yes, the grapple thing, if that's what you're doing, then yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, so 5 plus 2 is 7, and for some reason it says plus 4 here, which I assume is my strength. Yes, it is. So what did I say there? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage. And you know what? This thing hurt me a lot. I'm gonna throw on a second level Divine Smite.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. As you throw out the Divine Smite, you feel it surge like it never has before, and you draw some power from the dais. You can do extra damage with that. You can do an extra D4 of damage.
Oh, folks, you love to hear it.
Let's go. Let's go.
I'm just trying to. I always forget how many fucking D6s a Divine Smite.
2d8.
Oh,
It's
2d8.
First of all, it's D8s.
Listen, this is
lot to unpack here. First off,
I
so
love
many
where you're
problems.
coming from. Let's meet us where we are. It's a D8.
Yeah. Okay, D8. Cool.
Base
Listen,
of 2d8 and then plus 1d8 for every spell level that you spend.
above first, which so
And you get an extra d8 if they're a fiend or undead, and Jim is gone, so you can add an extra d8 on top of that.
Yeah, you're right.
Technically, I've just become like a Cambion, so there probably is an extra one.
That is a fiend. That is fiend. Yeah, Cambions are.
Yeah.
Okay,
Cambions
and then
are fiends, so you
3d8
would
and
get
a
an
D4.
extra.
3d8 and a d4.
Interesting that all that extra metal didn't add to your AC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
I'm
rolled
already made of
so
metal.
good, guys.
Definitely was going to make my AC like 23 or something, though.
14,
So
16,
Unhittable.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23,
Monks,
24,
do monks
25.
only have a low height? Fucking
low enough.
Yeah.
20, and then an extra 25 damage.
An extra 25. So and you did 13 earlier.
I did. Yes. No.
Okay.
7.
Yeah, you did 13 earlier.
Yeah, and this is another 25 on top of that.
Okay, cool. I will take 26 of that because I rolled really high on my stone's endurance.
Stop.
Nice.
No, naughty.
We look at. You can somehow tell that this creature is being controlled by the same god that controls herds, and you're like, no.
No. Naughty. Okay. Yeah, that's my turn. But right now they are grappled.
Damage.
There was quite a bit of damage now. He hurt me. I actually forgot to do one other thing. I'm in a rage. Okay. I am Path of Wild Magic. So
Oh yeah, nice.
yeah, I need to roll a
Nice.
d8 to see what happens. 1. Shadowy tendrils slash around me. Each creature of my choice that I can see within 30 feet, make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh my
Please and
god.
thank you.
You're being so mean. All I'm trying to do is like convince you to come onto the right side in this war. That's like a dirty 20.
Yeah, no, that saves. But I do get I get 3 temporary hit points. I desperately fucking need it.
Oh my god, there's like a little glow in your eyes. It's so cute. I can't wait to extinguish it.
Fuck. Never mind.
Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. My dad is right there. No.
I forgot how much I hate Ember. So it's such a good character.
I know. What?
Who?
How did
What's
It's
strength?
Flair. I'm way more
Yeah,
just
who's fuck
Oh,
is
sorry.
Ember?
slowly
Like, who are we
pathetic
talking about?
Ember.
Ember is
Ember's the little girl I
Clark.
crushed and had for breakfast on the way here, okay?
Oh yeah.
Don't
Don't
okay,
tell me there's
nice.
another NPC I don't know about.
We're back at the top of the round. Eri, you're up.
Right.
You
First
are
order of
still
business.
you are still frightened until the beginning or the end of the beginning of my guy.
You know, your
Elias.
mom.
Elias's turn.
Yeah, awesome.
Vorlock's turn, yeah. Ember's turn,
Right.
obviously.
Yeah, you know what? We just going through this, I think. I need to get out of the range of AoEs because, dear sweet lord, I cannot keep taking these. Oh my god, that rhymed. So I'm just gonna take enough movement to get me out of out of these like wall of fire, goth chick just beating the shit out of Rin, range.
Yeah.
That's gonna be first
Nice.
order of business.
Yeah, so like you're kind of in, like, let's be real, a boss fight arena where the edge is a battle. This is like a Lord of the Rings game in the PS2, PS3 era, where you've just got fields of people fighting behind it. So you can, like, to get out of range of that kind of stuff, you're gonna have to teleport into the heat of battle or dash, you know.
Well, that's not a good idea
So
either,
just to
because
let you
then they'll
know,
just hit me.
yeah.
Right, okay. Well, lovely, gorgeous. You love to see it. I'm going to move just a little bit away from Rin because he's kind of dealing with your one, and I don't want to be caught up in that smoke.
Well, if it helps, this person is grappled, and I'm within 5 feet, so you would get sneak attack on them.
Do we want to just kill her?
I kind of do.
Right. I'm just gonna stabby stab.
Did you see how much they did to me?
Yeah, quite a lot. It was nasty. All right. Does a 23 hit?
Yes.
Dylan.
Yes, it does.
God damn it, Dylan. All right, sneak attack. You know what it is. 3d6 sneak attack plus 1d6 extra because I'm a fighter and I can do that, and plus another d6 because that's the base. Oh no. 12 15 16 17 23 points of force damage.
Still up.
By how many?
I'm not gonna tell you. I'll tell you after if it goes down.
Okay. Second hand attack.
Let's go.
Cause die.
Because actually fucking die, dude.
Die. I love it.
Yeah.
Because how dare you, first of all. I know there's you can make a
I came back with a friend.
Yeah, bonus
and
action, second attack. Boom, boom, boom. Okay.
This is like when I leave the bar, I come back with a friend, and then I hold you down, and then you get the shit kicked out of you.
19 to hit.
19 hits. You don't
Right.
even need to
I
roll
don't get
anything.
sneak attack, I know.
I've got 1 HP.
Oh, shit. Amy.
It's real metagaming, taking the whole turn for that. I love it. Just as a passive description of what's going on while this is happening, you guys are all absolutely just kicking the shit out of each other in the middle of this melee. Anybody who would look up at this point would see that Elias has all but changed this thing to red and green energy. You see the Emerald Guard all around are no longer fighting his forces and have now turned as an oppressive wave pressing in on the edge of your circle. Your fighters are beginning to fall. You see Lion Guard falling. You see your flying monkeys beginning to waver. Really only kind of some of the more notable fighters are still holding their own. You see Grifto. You see
Buddy.
Strength. You see Buddy, is cleaning house, but is getting pushed back as some of these Emerald Guard are now beginning to poke at him with like pole arms and bill hooks to pull him to the ground and stuff. Notably, what you do see is Olenika takes a ferocious strike and falls to the ground unmoving.
Oh shit!
Carry on. What's your turns? Sorry.
Yeah, okay. That's my action bonus action. Can't really do much with my movement because we're being closed in. I think I just can say, anyone who can get that motherfucker, get him.
Ren spits out blood. He's like, "Oh, I'll get him."
Okay. At this point, this is the end of your turn. He's going to take another legendary action.
Okay.
Now having all but completed his corruption of the dais, he's going to turn around and bring his attention to you. He is going to firstly, you see him turn to look at the party, and he looks and sneers and he says, "So this is your vaunted justice. This is your final charge, your great heroic moment. It is nothing but an echo of your previous failures, nothing but an encore to your previous weakness." He uses the teleport action. He is going to appear behind you, Scraps. He say, "Good enough to learn from your mistakes, still too weak to take advantage." He is going to roll with his infernal mace, and he is going to swing down on you with it. As you see, this thing is emanating fire as he brings down on you. And I have lost the move. There it is. 27 to hit.
Surprisingly, that hits.
Surprisingly. Yeah. And then doing 15 plus 7, 20 damage to you.
Rebuke the violent.
Ooh.
Nice.
What does that do?
Immediately after an attacker within 30 feet deals damage with an attack against a creature other than you, I can use my reaction to force the attacker to make a wisdom saving throw. And on a failure, the attacker takes radiant damage equal to the damage it just dealt, or half damage on a success.
He burns a legendary resistance.
He still takes half damage if he succeeds.
Cool. So he's going to make a wisdom saving throw?
Yeah. Oh well, no, he's still like
No.
because of the legendary.
Oh, he's going to do half damage on. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So I can't remember how much I said. It was
It was
20.
20, so 10.
And he takes 5. Or is
5.
it?
Okay.
Oh, sorry. No, it's 10. He takes the full damage if he fails, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, so it's 10 on him. Perfect. Right. At the top of his turn, his actual turn. So sorry. Scraps. You still take that, don't you?
Yes,
Yeah.
so Scraps is down.
Yeah.
Shit.
Scraps is down. Okay. At the top of his turn. Okay. Yeah. Nice. You did something you don't even know about there. But he turns to look at you and he goes, pathetic. What is this if just not weakness repeating upon itself? Well, history does tend to repeat itself, doesn't it? That's why I'm here, to change
You also
things,
repeat yourself.
to change history. Yeah, he says, maybe I do. And then he turns around, he goes, which is unfortunately a leisure you will no longer have. As he turns to bear on you, and then at the start of his turn, he is going to do 2 things. He is going to have I disappeared? No, okay. I have.
No,
Listen to my voice while I fix that. He is going to turn his mace onto you, Hertz. Going to take 2 attacks on you. I'll roll them up now.
Quick shout out to Dead Dungeon for raiding in. Hi guys, how are you?
What's
Hope your
up,
session was
guys?
going
Getting
well.
our
Hey,
ass
Dungeon.
beat. We're getting our
Yeah.
ass beat.
You're literally
Yeah.
about to see
Yeah, you're
possibly
about
a
to see them.
TPK. One is down, others are fucked.
I'm absolutely so fucked, guys.
I'm a
I
die.
turned off my camera to do it because I don't want to see them laughing. They don't want them to see me laughing.
I don't
Okay,
know
so,
what this collaborate thing means.
I don't know what it means too, but let's do it. In for a penny, in for a pound. It does a 23 and a 33 hit you, Dylan?
Just about, yeah.
I'm asking out of politeness.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the
Although
23
I know
is not
you actually
that
have
much of a...
23 isn't too bad, yeah.
Yeah, like 23 is almost a miss.
They do hit you though. I know they do, and I'm not even sorry or sad about it, really.
We're level 8. This motherfucker's level 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a big old boy. I'm not gonna lie, he is a big old boy. You take
He's so old because he was XP grinding.
an insane amount of damage.
He's just been fighting rats
26.
this entire time.
Oh.
So many rats. 48, 50. You take 58 points of damage, Dylan, as he brings
Holy
this mace down on you
Is
twice.
that all fire damage?
No,
Or
it's
what is
not.
it?
It's spread between fire damage and it's spread between so 22 of it is physical damage. The rest is necrotic, actually.
Should have done would be. Oh,
Well, that's
are you down?
not a thing I can absorb, but absorb elements.
That's really sad.
How much in total was it? 56?
56, I think.
Oh yeah, I'm super down.
Shit.
Okay. Yeah, so he kind of picks up your body, and he tosses it towards the dais. And he says,
Oh, thank God. I thought you were going to say the edge of the building, and I was like, no.
yeah, no. Such strong words for such a weak creature. And then he's going to turn and using his last action here, he is going to again look at you, Eri, and he is going to lift his finger one more time and send a second wall of fire towards you.
Oh my God.
Rude.
Oh my God.
Again, so rude, but he's not here to be polite, you know? He's actually kind of here to cause a scene.
Right? Am I dodging this shit?
Yeah.
As
yes, again.
the great bards once said,
Go
this
on.
ain't a scene. The goddamn arms race.
Nat 20 on my deck save.
Let's go.
Oh,
None of
very
this.
nice.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, well, it's 22 to save, so I know your dex gets you over that.
Yeah.
So you're going to take half damage.
And I'm going to uncanny dodge it and
fire.
quarter it.
Nice. Okay, cool. Let me roll it up here.
Just tell me what the half
Internet.
damage is.
I'm
and I'll
using
have
an
that.
internet roller because I don't have enough dice, and it's just being slow to roll. Who's the one who trash talked the devil? Okay. Anyway,
When you trash talk the devil, he loses
so
his webcam.
incensed that I've disappeared again. Such is my reliance on this god awful USB. Okay, so we are rolling up. Do you know what, Apollo? Obviously something is having a shit show here. Oh no, it came along. You don't have to roll it. Okay, yep. It's gonna be 5d8. I was going to make you roll your own damage. I was actually going to do that to you.
Oh my
right now.
god.
That's rude. That's nasty.
Yeah. Okay, so you're quartering it.
Yeah. So I'm taking whatever the half damage was from passing the save, and then I'm halving that with uncanny dodge.
Okay, yeah, I love that. Okay, cool. So it is on the dice, 20 damage. So you're going to take 5 of that.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, that's it. It's just 5d8. Yeah, there's no plus. So yeah, you just take 5 damage from this wall of fire as it lashes towards you.
Half of my main is gone.
Dread, you're still there. Don't think you're not taking this damage either. Did you do well on your wisdom save or your dex save?
I forgot to do it. I was just so like I'm just watching in horror.
I forgot.
Nat 20.
I forgot. You guys both rolled a nat 20 on this? Christ. Okay, yeah.
Bro, it's the mindset. We have the connected mindset.
Yeah, you're taking the half damage as well. You take 10 damage as this thing. You basically just hulk through it.
Oh, I'm so scared IRL, but Rin is so angry that I think it kind of evens out.
Incredible. Yeah.
Okay.
Righty. How are you? Are you still up after that?
I am.
Will I go again?
No.
Okay, right, next up on the initiative. So he stops there. Next up on the initiative, Harker, you can take a save if you want. Oh my
Did
God,
I lose a save from Wall of Fire?
No, because you were behind him when he cast it out.
Okay, no worries.
I cannot wait until I get my actual webcam back. This is so annoying.
That is a 16.
Roll on the DPD man tomorrow. A 16?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. That's one save. Okay, cool. Next up in the initiative, we have Hertz. Make a save for me.
Oh, that's a 10. That's a pass.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah, it was pointed out to me the other day that it's actually slightly better odds than the flip of a coin. So if you flip a coin, you're doing yourself in. And let me ask you this, Dylan. DM to DM.
Yeah.
Can a legendary action happen on a death save turn at the end?
Yeah, so you use a legendary action at the end of anyone's
turn.
End of it's just so like my turn.
Yeah, it's the end of a turn.
At the start of my turn, I do a death save.
Yeah.
I'm unconscious, can't do anything else. My turn goes. You have a legendary action. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Why would you tell him that?
Because I'm a
for
fucking sucker for the rules. I love rules so fucking much.
God damn it, man. You've killed yourself. You've killed yourself.
Yeah. Save myself.
He is going to turn around again at the end of your little death saves there. He is going to look at you. Now the humor seems to be fading from his eyes. He says, maybe a little closer to what I expected from you, but still weak and pathetic. You stand before me, propped up by the whispers of something that came before, letting the light that I have smothered before you give you strength? No.
Shut up.
There is only one thing left for you to do. Teleport behind Eri. He's going to take another 2 attacks. Or sorry, another attack on you, Eri, with the mace.
Rude.
So rude. So
I
rude.
lo-
I hate
I
this
lo-
guy.
I
Why'd you bring
really-
me into
I hate him
this?
so much.
I like the
I hate him so
idea.
much. He's so bad.
I like the thought that Eri is just saying rude every
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
How you trash talk someone else then
Um,
come beat me up? What the fuck?
I'll tell you, he hits you. With a 25, he hits you, right?
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, cool.
Mom.
And he is going to do. Yeah, I don't like to do it, but I have to. I'm afraid.
The more you say
Um,
you don't like to do it, the more I'm convinced you do.
The more I smile, have you noticed I'm smiling?
You really
Yeah,
say like,
I
I,
did
really
notice.
hate to do
Um,
this to
Big
you.
ass smile.
28 points of damage to the little cat.
Dodged, so
How is the
can't do
cat?
shit to that.
How's the
28
cat?
points a day.
This whole campaign is. I don't like my cats. This whole campaign is me.
I'm still
charging
alive,
down.
but
Yeah.
I'm
You're still
not happy
alive.
about it.
Oh, wonderful! I forgot how fucking tanky you are for a rogue. Let's
Not
turn this back
anymore.
on. Yeah, not anymore. Okay, cool. And then we have up next in the. Oh my god, I cannot wait for this webcam to come back. Okay, up next in the initiative, we have
Don't worry about those noses.
Rin. It's your go.
We do bonus action healing potions, right? I've been watching chat. I see
Yeah.
that there's
There's 3 of them.
There's 3
Mm.
healing potions. So I'm going to use my bonus action. Who's closer to me? Hurts or Scraps? Would it be Scraps? I think it would be Scraps.
Scraps will be closer to you.
So, fuck my life. All right, I have dropped nearly all of my dice onto the floor.
I've dropped like a dice like 4 times tonight as well for some reason.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking at I've 3 or 4 sheets up, and oftentimes when I look up, you guys are just on the ground, searching for things.
3 plus
I'm just
2
I'm
is
just gonna-
it's only 5.
I'm gonna drive to Jim's house and bring a camera right now to
Yeah.
save him.
I actually have one on its way. It was meant to be here today, and thank you, Fastway Couriers, for
Called out.
pretending to call around, I guess, for giving me a sorry we missed you, despite the fact I was in the house all day, Fastway. Negative endorsement from me. Negative endorsement from Hearthfire Tales. Please go out of business.
Out.
Okay.
Strong
Intense.
words.
You said
Damn.
DPD earlier. Which one?
No, it was
Honest-
Fastway. I love DPD. DPD are great. Shout out
sure
to
you're-
my
you're
driver. I
sliding
won't
the right
name him
one.
on stream.
Come on, Scott.
DPD
That's
are the
my driver.
best. Fastway should be called Slow Way. Okay.
Oh,
You're
5.
throwing out some potions, are you?
I'm throwing out a single potion because he's too full of rage to fully help everybody. But 5 points to Scraps.
Thank you.
And he's going to take out his bat. He hasn't had a chance to take out his bat all combat. And
There.
he's just gonna point it at Elias. You fucking bitch, and moan and talk about how weak everybody is. Why don't you just shut the fuck up? And he's going to swing the bat, and I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna hit him in his big stupid face, and hopefully I won't drop my dice because I can't find any other dice. Oh, hell to the yes. That is a 19 on the die plus
That hits.
7. And the blinding bat is Constitution save, right?
Yeah.
I don't have
It
the
is.
notes in front of me. You better roll that goddamn Constitution
It
save.
is, and it's my save as well, so it's the 16.
Cool. Ah, Would you believe I dropped my fucking dice? It's a curse to me.
Yes, I would believe it.
That's an automatic 1, actually.
Yeah, it is actually. That's
Yeah,
how
is
it
it?
works.
Okay, well, it's okay because I made it here. He does make it, I'm afraid.
Okay. Then I'm gonna. Well, I'll roll the damage on the attack. It is a D10, I believe.
I'll let you know you guys have done about 42 damage to him so
Well,
far.
It
Oh,
is
fuck
not.
all.
Yeah, it's not truly not enough. Not enough by half. Oh, it is a D8. Apologies. Okay. 6 plus. One day I'll learn. 6 plus 10 damage on the first attack. And because I'm not sure I'll hit on the second, Divine Smite that shit.
Clever.
Remember, it's a +1 club as well.
Oh, then there would be another. What did I just say there? 10, 11 damage. So, and let's do another second level Divine Smite. Because fuck you
Nice.
and your stupid.
You're not
man.
getting that D4 anymore, by the way, as you see the font of Divine Energy has been almost subdued by this green and red fire.
I'll bring it back.
Is Elias Vorlock a fiend though? Does she get an extra DA for?
We were wondering that.
Yeah, you would actually.
Oh! What do you know?
And I'll retroactively double it because you did one earlier to him, didn't you? Oh no, not to him.
No, not to.
No.
It was to Flare. They're dead now. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
And
Flare
I,
is
took-
dead
I,
now. That's
I
really
took it
sad.
as Flair being now a fiend. So
10, 13, 15 damage, radiant.
Very nice.
Okay, and this is my second attack. 22.
To hit, yep.
Yep. I'm gonna use another charge. Make a Constitution save. I'm gonna make this motherfucker blind. I'm gonna hit him so hard he goes blind.
He makes it. He goes too
Damn it.
bigger than last time.
God damn it. Okay. What is my? Just checking my spell slots because I've got one first level spell slot left, and I'm gonna use it.
Yeah.
So it's 3d8. No, 4d8 because of base damage. 4, 5, 8. One more. 4, 13. Another 15 damage. Oh, wait, hold on.
Nice.
15, 19, because I forgot to add the 4.
Right. Okay, cool.
Does he go blind anyway?
Right,
Just because I
so-
hit him so hard.
You do an awful lot of damage to him. You managed to, like, in your turn, you do like a considerable amount of damage to him. In your one turn, you've done as much damage to him as the rest of the guys have done in total to him. And you make him take a step back. He does, and he laughs. And he says, "So, you have forsaken the power that was given to you by the witch."
Keep her name out of your fucking mouth. She's dead
Why?
to me. I'm reborn now.
And who is it that you take this power from? Is it this? And he gestures at the dais, now completely it's ensconced in harrowing green and wretched red energy.
Does it matter?
This that could not hold its own for minutes against the power you once swore fail to.
Doesn't matter. It
If
can be
you
brought
think-
back just like I came back. Just like we all came here. To make sure you shut your fucking mouth once and for all.
Well, you've taken your swing. Look for all the good it's done you. He gestures to Hertz. He gestures to Olenika, to Scraps getting up. He says, what makes you think this will last much longer? You have nothing left to do. Nothing now but to pray to the pathetic waste you once called a god. Do you feel your power slipping away from you?
Nah, I just
DM,
feel.
yeah,
I just
you
feel
do.
your. No. Oh no. He shows not a hint of that. No. I just want to make sure I just want to make sure your teeth fall out from how hard I hit you next.
Wait.
I'm not quiet. What are you talking about?
I give you one option before I cast you into the fire at the center of this tower. And I give it to you for maybe amusement, maybe something else. But I wish to see the power of your god wiped from the face of the universe. I want people to whisper its name as they do that a deceased loved one. I want it to never light a single atom again. So I give you one option now. Kneel before my dais and pray. Pray and see what remains of that which you worship.
So you've said like the energy of this goddess, who I don't think Rin realizes has been giving him power. He thought it was the power of friendship.
Aww.
I mean, it is and it
The
isn't.
ultimate god.
Column A, column B.
Yeah. Does he think praying? He's never prayed to anything in his life. He's not sure if he knows how.
What a paladin.
Yeah. I think he will. I think he's going to.
I am going to say now, sorry, at this moment, he is addressing the party as well.
He's addressing everybody.
Not just you. Hertz obviously lying unconscious at the foot of the dais.
I think Rin is just going to breathe out slow. So, our action is our prayer. I'm not the only one who's been reborn here. You've put us through fire. And that's made us become who we are now. We are not weak. We are not cowards. You'll pay the price for thinking that we are.
Agree to disagree then. You see he raises up his hands and begins again summoning fire, but at the same time you see the armies of your own allies who he has turned finally overwhelm the ring of defenders at the Lion Guard. You see the last of them falling beneath him. You can see your friends, your allies being either restrained or struck down. Pigpen. Fuck, Pigpen's here. I'm gonna level with you. Pigpen did not last long in this fight.
No, he's doing great.
Like immediately in the fight, the dude like took out like a stiletto, jumped at a flying monkey and just got knocked the fuck out with a clean elbow.
No!
You do see Grifto lying there, strength beside him, surrounded by a pile of adversaries. They lie still. You don't have the time to check any further. As you see these people basically fall, the people that you've known your whole life, Eri, Scraps,
To me.
you see them falling. You see in disbelief your father's body, who you had spent so long trying to save not too long ago, hit the ground in front of you.
Is he fucking dead, dude?
You don't he doesn't seem to be moving.
Oh.
First, you take away my father. Secondly, you
then-
make every goddamn NPC and PC flirt with my father. Then you take my father away from me again. Jim, I'll kill you. The person.
This is my Mona Lisa. First,
How dare you use that voice
I'm
against
making
us?
you love them. I make you love
Jim,
them.
you better never go to another convention again. I swear to God, it's on site.
And then I make them dead.
How dare you? How dare you?
No, I paint them dead with my story. No, here we go. You see them. You continue to fight him, but you can tell this is a losing battle. As you have been, you get some good blows in, but he eventually, for lack of a better word, grows bored with the fight. He summons his legions. Now you can see in the distance the factories churning out no longer Emerald Legion, but Crimson Legion soldiers, complete with horns, wings, glowing red eyes. And he turns to the dais. He says, "You now are all that remains of this wretched light. It seems only fitting that you should burn upon the same pyre it did." As scraps, Hertz, he places your canister on the dais.
Oh, my alchemy
at any
supplies, they're
point-
so flammable.
No.
So we're obviously
He carefully
wildly.
removes all the alchemy stuff. Say again.
Very, very
Parker.
careful.
We're obviously wildly out of initiative, but
This is a non-interactive
yeah. So we're-
FMV
cool.
at the moment.
It can be an interactive FMV if there's anything you'd like to do.
I had a plan, but like I don't know, because we probably would have just gone down the next round in terms of the legendary action, so I wouldn't have done anything.
I'm going to say if you want, you can do something, but at this point you are completely surrounded by a full army, as well as Elias himself.
What can we do?
I don't know if there's a point to doing it or not, really.
Well, what are you thinking?
It depends on whether I would have got an action before, like as I had come up and then Hertz was still on death saving throws, so he would have gone to Hertz.
Yeah.
And he would have been before you in the initiative.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
Hello,
well,
question.
look, you have a question too?
I have a little question.
Okay, ask your
I had
question.
some shenanigans that I was gonna try to do on my turn, which is using my telekinesis pull to if the brooch was still being used as like the conduit for this change to try pull that shit off the dais.
Okay.
Now,
so
are we at like oh no, it's full done, or are we at like a 99% and there's still one little tick and I can just be like, no, thank you.
I'm going to say that while we are out of initiative at this point, I ended initiative. You guys are still up. You guys can still do stuff. It's just overwhelmingly unlikely you win the fight. That does not mean you can't act. If you want to try that brooch is still channeling
if it's still
the last
channeling
members of this thing.
I think if it's still channeling, then that's the small glimmer of hope of it wouldn't be channeling if it was 100% done. So if it's not fully done, it might be reversible. So let's just try get that brooch off that dais.
Yeah.
Okay. I will do one thing. You doing that then?
So you two,
I can keep talking.
three are restrained basically at this point, or all but. You're surrounded by this army with the intent to restrain. You have one shot at this. What do you want to do to try and get this brooch?
Let me help is currently with something before you do that. So I'll step out of this action. If Scraps had come up and not gone back down before getting another turn, he was crawling towards Hertz, seeing Hertz unconscious, and he would have spent his action pulling out, I should say, his long rest potion that he had never taken and pouring it into Hertz's mouth.
Okay. I think, yeah, because he was talking to Rin. Just give me either a strength or a sleight of hand check to see if you can get that over to Rin without him noticing.
To Rin.
No,
Oh, sorry,
you shouldn't give it to
It hurts.
It hurts.
Yeah, that hurts. Sorry.
I just take a drink. It's just like.
So that's a 13 on the dice. I will use my advantage I was given in chat in case it gets better.
You also
That's not
have
better.
Wait, no, you also
You
have
also have like a D6 as well.
of
And I have
inspiration.
a +4 to strength, so that's 4, 5, 6, 17 on the dice.
Okay. Yeah. Nice.
For strength, plus a D6 if I need it.
I would just use it like.
Yeah. 18 on the dice.
18 on the dice.
That's to try and get the potion into Hertz.
Yeah, if that's on the dice, that's going to make it. So, absolutely, yeah. See, how do you want to do it? Are you just going to like sneak over?
He
Are you going to
like if he had just come back up and Elias was still focusing on Rin and Eri, he would have just crawled his way to Hertz, and pulled out the potion. And two things would have happened simultaneously. And technically, I don't know. Is it putting a potion into someone else in action or a bonus action?
It depends.
It
can be either.
It kind of, yeah, it's situational. I'm happy to say you can do it as a bonus action if you want, because you're not going to have an action on this turn because you're just getting up, kind of thing.
Well, though I'll yeah, you'll let me do it, but I'll pour it into him. He would have been looking at him, Hertz unconscious, couldn't see his dad. Scraps has been frightened and then blinded since the very first turn of this, so has absolutely no idea what's happened in any of this grand battle. Just wakes up and the first thing he sees is Hertz down, and just completely unaware, like not paying attention to anything else, just goes for him. And all he would be saying is just, brother, come back. And he'll pour it into his mouth. And if you will let me do this, because this is stupid as fuck, I will at the same time use a cantrip.
Go for it.
Okay.
This is the last chance, baby. Let's go.
As Hertz wakes up with the effects of a long rest, I'll say, play along. Maybe this will help. And I'm using thaumaturgy to make his eyes look red.
Oh.
Ooh, very cool.
Okay,
yeah.
Let's go.
That's a good turn. Eri, what are you doing?
Yeah, if the approach is still channeling, then it means that it's not done its job fully, which means that there's a chance to disrupt or stop. I am going to try to get this off the dais. Telekinetic movement. You can move an object or a creature with your mind as an action. Target. It says one loose object that is larger, smaller, or willing creature other than yourself. You can see the target. Blah blah blah. Yeah, all that stuff. So how loose? How loose is it? Stop that, Dylan.
It's pretty loose.
It's in the air. How loose is it?
I mean, it's fully loose. It is like it's basically just held in place by the residual magic of the channel he had been putting into it. And with the spell being, as you rightly assessed, almost over, it's not held with the same joie de vivre that it would have been by that magic.
Joie de vivre.
It's got a little beret now.
Yeah, but describe to me exactly what you're doing, and then I'll tell you the order these things happen.
I don't know. I think I'm in the fighting circle. Everybody is closing in around me. I've just seen my dad drop, and I think it's that movie moment of like the audio channel cuts out and you can only hear kind of like the reverb of like everything happening around. Like I'm hyper aware of my breath. I can feel my heart just pounding in my chest. I look at my dad having fallen. I look at Rin at the dais with Elias. I see I see Scraps crawling to Hurt, and I see the brooch just standing there, and I think back to how I pushed Rin, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I need to try it. And I just reach out my hands and will it to come to me.
Okay. So a lot of things happen at once.
Okay.
At the beginning of this beat, Hertz, you come alive to the face of Scraps. You hear what he says to you. You can see the red hue of your eyes. I think you would inherently know the play that is being made here.
Mm-hmm.
You feel Elias pick you up and put you on top of this dais. Do you want to try and rebel against him while he's doing this?
Nope. It's gonna completely.
Okay.
I'm right now because I've been knocked out. I don't know what's going on. I'm waiting for some sort of cue, basically. I think.
Yeah. As he puts you down, he begins again, as he does, pontificating. Watch now as the last embers of your precious light are burned from the face of the galaxy, beginning with this one. And as he places you down on the dais, you feel overwhelmingly that same pressure on your mind that you did before. You feel it wrapping around you, like beginning to constrict your limbs in such a way that you feel they aren't moving the way you want them to should you try to get up. And you can feel it pressing against your mind. At the same time, this close to the dais, you can feel the slightest flicker of that familiar white energy still fighting, but you can't get the connection you need to it. So powerful is the torrent of red energy. In this moment, being so focused on his imminent victory, Elias allows his attention to slip completely from the spell. At the same beat that Eri pulls the locket towards him, the locket flies across the space. It's a very small space between the dais and you, Eri. As it lands into your hands, you feel like impossibly strong residual energies coming through it. It collides with you, and you feel again that same familiarity from the void that you used to travel here. This divine energy crashes into you, and you basically throw your head back as you're overwhelmed with this. And in this moment, you hear Elias, the first time, sound unsure of himself, and he turns, watches this happen. All of you here in the party, the last thing you hear is, "What? No!" As this white light, firstly in you, Hertz, explodes. As the fires that had been constricting it lessen, and with you in close proximity to it, you are cast again into this void. The rest of you basically see Hertz just overcome with fire, going red, darker and darker and darker, going green as this wretched, twisted, not a natural green, but something much less pure, binds him and constricts him. And then through the eyes that you know to be thaumaturgically turned red, a blinding flash of white, that grows bigger and bigger until it is all encompassing, and you all find yourselves floating once more in this void. You feel the warmth weakened, still beyond anything a mortal could hold power-wise, but dramatically weakened, almost gone. And you hear a voice. This time not an ethereal voice like you would have heard, Dread, back in the nebula, but this time just a woman's voice. And it says, "I'm so weak." At this point, you can all react or act as you would like in this space.
So just to be clear about where we are, we're in the void. Elias is not here.
No, you don't know if physically you are here or it's just a mental thing. Going off everything you know, you would assume that basically this is happening in your head.
Okay.
I kind of just look. I say, "Is this locket holding you back? Do we need to break it?"
No, the locket.
You speak up, Jim. Don't be so breathy. Your mic's cutting
Oh,
out.
sorry, my mic. Okay, hold on. No, the locket was inconsequential. It is this Vorlock's power, the witch's power. It's undoing me.
Then do we kill him? How do we help?
You are not strong enough to kill him. He is far too powerful. He wields now the energy of a dark god, of the energy once wielded by the witch who brought such misery to the universe. You feel again that same sense of familiarity, and then more hesitantly, I know you. You are my children. As Hertz and Scraps, you're kind of lifted up and brought forward closer to the center of this space. Yes, I know you. My energy flows through you, gives you life. You are the creation of my beloved. And you, Rin,
Never
you
been with your
are,
husband.
you feel yourself raised up. You see, you cast off that dark power, and you chose to travel with my family. That's why I have given you what little strength I could in that moment. I lent to you to use for the protection of my family. When that dark power left you, it left a void, and I was able to replace it with my own power.
Do you need it back?
I feel it would not do any good. I have no form to fight with. And you, you do not wield any divine power, and Eri, you're brought forward as well. But still you fight just as ferociously as any of them. Truly, that is as courageous as a friend as I could ask for my family.
A lot of my hair got burned off.
Yes, it
Stinks
looks
in here.
terrible.
Stinks in
I'm
here.
going to have to get a mohawk when we go back if we live.
I think it'll look
That
good.
would look sick as fuck.
Thank you, Miss Goddess.
Um,
Gazelle.
mm, um, and she says, you feel again scraps and hurts. This bodiless attention shift to you. You who are my children, tell me, my husband, the wizard, is he well?
don't know.
Last we saw him, I shot him, and then he was fighting a lot of monkeys, but he was doing pretty good.
Yes, that sounds like him.
Just
Tried to keep him
yeah.
safe, but it
As long as he could take the fight airborne, I think he'll probably be okay. He is quite the aerial sportsman.
Stop.
And you? Are you, even in these direst of times, have you lived lives that you enjoyed? Did you live well?
hey. I raised the farm when you left.
Oh, thank you.
I looked after it for you.
Time passes differently in reality from how I perceive it, but I often found myself wondering how it would have done in my absence. My husband was dedicated, but his dedication was to us, not to the land we worked, not to what we had built there. I fear when I was taken from him, he would have lost himself. But it seems that is not the case, and you, who we did not even know we had, took care of what we had built.
Aye, Dad went and built a whole world in your name.
He had already done that, it would seem.
Scraps will druid craft like the ethereal version of the purple red poppies that he first did in the wizard's office, the flower that was for his
Oh,
mother.
yeah. You see they go crystalline in this space, and they float upwards and begin orbiting you all as you're having this conversation. I always loved these flowers. You know, I used to gift them to your father after I recovered, once he found me.
I remember them always being around.
He's a sentimental fool.
He certainly loved you.
And I him, more than anything. Enough that I gave up my deific form to live a mortal life with him.
Aye.
But even that is now threatened by this.
I'm sorry we failed you.
Oh, no, you haven't failed me. You have done more than anybody could ever have asked you. This should not have been your fight or anyone's fight. And yet, you, all of you and your allies, you fought it nonetheless, despite overwhelming odds against you.
I can give you back this power if it'll help.
No, as I said, I am restrained. I am contained. I
Where?
am blocked here, wherever here is. I used to be able to see every inch of the universe, and now I can only see this one room, and I feel the pressure coming on me from every angle. It's soon, if I remain like this, I will be snuffed out. So I see only one path ahead. I cannot take my power back from you because you are my last chance, the universe's last chance to
continue the way we know it to be. So instead, I offer you this. Take the last of my power. I give it to you freely before it is squandered in this wretched bind. All you need do is open yourself to it.
Will you cease to be if we do?
I will persist in you. In the good you do, and the good you put out into the world. The power you wield.
I can't take them.
Why not? It is your birthright. It is my gift to you as your mother is probably the closest to how you would see it.
I
And
go
know
up to-
now that if you don't take it, in all likeliness, that will be the end.
Perhaps
I will cease to exist.
I've traveled to dozens, almost 100 worlds, trying to figure out what makes people of this wild space people. And, I don't think I'll ever understand them, but when Rin came to us earlier and was sad and crying because he had found family, I realized that, well, that wasn't sadness, that was actually joy. And joy and happiness is what we want for our family, right?
Aye.
And in every planet that I've visited, the one thing that's been consistent is that people are happiest when they help each other. And if we want our mom to be happy, we should let her help us.
This can't be the last time I docked her.
I don't think it will. I think we can figure out a way.
You promise?
This isn't going to be easy, but we can do it. Just got to be brave.
We might die either way.
I don't care if I die. I just want you all to be alright.
We'll all
It's been
be.
my nature since the start is to protect everything else.
Well, I've never been much good at doing what you specifically tell me to do. So I'm going to help protect you. And protect you. And I'm protect you. And if I need more power to do it, and if it's being freely given, then I'll take it.
Then you, my chosen knight, you accept my gift?
Yeah. Why not?
And you, the courageous protector.
It's us or no one. Yeah. Put me back in.
And my children.
I reach out and I hold Scraps' hand.
I love you.
We'll do it for you.
Then it is accepted, and we will do it together. You see the void begins to come apart as it's finally succumbing to this overwhelming dark energy. And what is left coalesces into 4 crystals in this space until you are left, all 4 of you, hanging in a shadowy void, each facing one of these crystals. They float in front of you, bathing you in their warm light, waiting only for you to reach out and take them.
I'll put my hand on Straps' shoulder, and I'll say, "We got this. We'll be okay. Reach out."
Miss you. He'll take it.
As you take them, they become brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter until they are blinding. Though you know you hang in the shadowy void, you can only see the light and warmth that was Ocean's power, as it has been condensed into these 4 crystals that now you absorb into yourselves. Though they be only the remnants of a god's power, that is far more than any of you have ever witnessed, let alone held. You feel this power begin to surge through you. It knits your wounds back together. It winds around every aspect of your being, physical and spiritual, and imbues you with the power of life, of creation, and the strength of protectors and champions of a god. I would like for the next session you all to level up to level 14.
Oh my god!
Yeah, buddy.
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
Bring back my long rest potion, bitch.
Elias Vorlock, you fucking watch yourself, motherfucker. I'm killing you.
Oh, not if I kill him first, motherfucker! Oh my
Nice.
god.
That is obviously where we're going to end this session. But yeah, you guys are all fucking demigods at this point now.
Sick
A
ass.
6th level increase. That is nasty.
Truly
Yeah.
insane.
Well, I mean, you were
I
just
might
you were
actually
a
multi-class now.
dude. You should. 1 class in rogue for sneak attack.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
You peek into my neck of the woods. You're like, what's going
Oh,
on
I
here
might
now?
just take 6 different level 1 classes
Yeah,
and still be useless.
What's that build called where you take 20?
Absurd.
There's a name for it. Somebody did it once. I can't remember. But it's 1 level in every class.
Yeah,
Oh, disgusting.
Pathetic.
Actually disgusting.
that's
Yeah.
gas. Which of my 3 classes do I level?
Yeah, that's
All
it.
of them.
Gotta be cleric, right?
Yeah,
I tell you what it is.
it's not
Andrew's
Druid anyway.
bird voice.
Ugh.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Druid, you would have loved to be more useful.
Okay.
Right. Yes, that has gone on a bit. So we're going to call it there. To everybody who watched, joined in, gave potions, gave inspiration, gave all that kind of stuff, thank you so much. Thank you for bearing with me as I use a massively overpowered monster to kick the shit out of these poor guys for like 5 rounds.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Well
Yeah,
and
and
truly.
thank you to Dylan for playing my henchman for a good portion of it as well.
Well, 17
I-
hit points was holding me back. I was like,
First round. I
as
was
always,
gone in the first round, bitch.
Damn.
I got 1 turn.
I feel like I can tell you guys now. I don't know if I did it the last time. Like, you'll be abilities and stuff he's using, but he's a Bale. It's like a named devil.
Fucking know that. Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna look it up
fucking-
because we're
Yeah,
still
don't-
gonna
Or
be.
yeah.
19. He's absolutely fucking beast. He's never
Why would you
stood
do
a
that to
chance.
us?
I just fully didn't use a lot of his abilities on a lot of his turns and stuff. So
Yeah.
for the finale next week, I'm expecting a biblical knockdown, drag out
Oh,
fucking
God,
scrap.
yeah.
Are we
with
coming
this
straight
guy.
back into a combat kind of thing?
I'd imagine we just kind
wake
of
back up
reappear
I don't
straight
know,
again.
man.
We
Right.
reappear like Super Saiyan.
That's
Yeah,
then the
just
first
like-
being like,
for
how do we creep
sure.
up on this
My
incredibly
hair's gold now,
overleveled
bitch.
guy?
Manage character
Oh,
and
dear
levels.
Yes.
What kind of level 7, Sark?
Unfortunately, because Bale was close to that, he's also leveling 6 times. So just so you know.
No, he's actually good. He doesn't need to do that. He's
I think
fine,
Flair should come
actually.
back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Flair, come back.
Actually, I was very interested to see what you guys did with Flair, and I'm still considering Flair getting a hit of this stuff too. But I was like, I wonder will they try and turn her back to good? But you're
Yeah.
like, nah.
We
I
do
had
get a
the
chance.
plan,
We
I
are
just didn't
bullying
get
the
fucking
shit out
turned.
of her.
I was gonna try and
She
turn her.
started it. If you wanted her to survive, you shouldn't have gone for Ren. Like, cause he sees red. He's
Yeah.
just gonna be like,
Yeah.
you hit me. Okay.
I was like, okay, I'm going to go full edge, but I'm also going to go full edge on the one person who I know has the most HP.
Yeah,
to try and metagame it a little bit.
By the time you'd finished, I was on like 20 hit points from 80. And it's just like, I have there's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. He just stunned me.
Mhm.
No.
Because I remember Flair's last turn went on for like 10 minutes the last time as you
Yeah.
blew every resource you possibly could. Dylan.
Yeah.
It was very good. So I was definitely bringing Flair back for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of people dead as well. Oh.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
That's fine. We'll get them
Strength
back.
isn't dead, actually. He's
I was
fine.
blind for all that, so I don't know they're dead.
Yeah,
Strength?
you're gonna come back with your
Yeah.
vision and see the
Right,
Like I
let's
was
wrap
like-
this
you'll
up.
be like, oh no!
And go up
Yeah.
there.
Fantastic. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. Go join the Discord, go join the Patreon, go subscribe to us here, and go listen to the podcast. You can find links to all our wonderful team members here in our socials. They'll be on our stories and stuff, so do go and follow all the guys. And we will see you next time with a party of level 14 fucking maniacs. So yeah, it's gonna be extremely fucking. I really hope you all just go like fucking 6 levels straight into Paladin and take him out with divine smites in the first round.
You know,
I
I'm
mean,
gonna
I'm really
level the
trying
shit
not
out of the
to.
paladin.
I mean, I am going to take some sort of celestial themed
Yeah.
class.
I feel
think
like it would be rude not to,
Yeah,
considering where your
exactly.
power came from.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
exactly
sure,
it.
for sure.
God damn it. I
I
might
was-
have. I'm gonna spend a night on it.
Yeah, I need to like think on this. Work? I don't have that. I play D&D. I'm just gonna be thinking about this.
Okay.
No such thing. Anyway, we've kept you guys up too late. We've kept the viewers up too late. Thank you, D8, for raiding in. Thank you, everybody, for doing the thing. We out, I guess. We out.
Outie. We outie.
And remember, it's Monday. It's Angry Birds Day.
I'm
Whoa.
sucking this.